And we are live! Hi everyone! There's actually someone here before the stream started. Thank God. Hi Sylph. Welcome to the stream. Woo! Finally we are ready to go. Oh, it took so long. Because I couldn't stream on Friday. Oh. It looks like I'm gonna have to stream once a week next week as well, so I don't know what is up with my life right now, but it's very busy. So it's not because the security has been heightened. No, siree. It's not because of that. Okay. So today we are gonna defend Maya in the Kurai's courtroom, which is terrifying. I mean, I'm ready to face hell if we lose, but I mean, I'm still in the Americas. I'm lucky that I only have to go to prison. Only Phoenix gets to die. Okay, with that over and done with, I want to begin. I want to begin so badly. Woo! Okay, I am nervous, but we are ready to begin. The rite of turnabout. Let's go. Ooh. Here we go. May 11th, 9:40 a.m. High Court of Kurai. The accused lobby. I wasn't able to find any conclusive evidence yesterday. But if I can figure out Lady Kira's motive for threatening the High Priest, then maybe. Nick, today well, Maya, don't be discouraged. We are gonna get you free once again. Don't worry. It's only death as punishment. No biggie. Don't look so down, Maya. I'm going to defend you with everything I've got. You would do well to seize this insanity while you still can. Ah! Reva. As I said yesterday, I'm going to defend my client in court. Well, know this. You shall not witness a miracle of the sort that occurred last time. The moment she is found guilty, you too will be found guilty of abetting the accused. I never claimed to be a miracle maker, but I am good at discovering the truth. And unlike miracles, the truth is always waiting to be found. The truth, you say? Then it seems you have chosen your fate. This shall be your very last trial. Well, there's 5 chapters in this game, so I don't think so. Nick? I'm going to prove you innocent, Maya. You'll see. After all, you have to introduce the plumed Punisher Warrior of New York Twilight round to the folks back home, right? Aww. Right! I may be a defendant this time. But I'll be by your side like always, Nick. Aww. Yay! It's like the good old days. Thanks, Maya. This place is tough on lawyers. I'll need all the help I can get. Plus, it's always good to have you on the team. Yay. Well, it's time. Let's go. Let's go indeed. Let's face our death here and now. May 11th. The High Court of Kurai. Court is now in session. All rise. There's that Yuta. Oh god. Now we're on his home turf. Now he's gonna be twice as terrifying. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Let the trial of Maya Fey begin. The defense is ready, Your Majesty. There he is. Oh, are you gonna be hilarious or terrifying? Both, maybe? You're gonna be weird either way. So yeah, bring it on. Huh? Yeah, it's your first introduction to this guy, huh? Good luck, Phoenix.
Quiet! Can't you see? Prosecutor Sabmari is absorbed in silent prayer.
Great. The trial's barely started and the judge is already mad at me. He's very devout for a prosecutor.
Hmm? Why is the accused standing over there?
Oh, well... Your Majesty, in addition to being the accused, she's also my assistant.
The accused is your assistant, you say?
Yes.
Very well then. A criminal does indeed make a fitting partner to a lawyer with a defiled soul.
Okay. That wasn't very nice. Yeah, well, bath-mousing lawyer seems to be a custom of sorts here in Khura'in.
I must say, I am surprised to see you still here in Khura'in, Mr. Wright. And even more so, to find you in the Hall of Justice once more.
Brave or foolish, I don't know.
I cannot fathom why you would willingly risk your life in yet another trial.
The answer is simple, Your Majesty. I'm a lawyer, and this is what lawyers do. Although, to be frank, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. Yeah, the only reason we took this case is because Maya was the accused. If it was anyone other than Maya, then I don't think we did. Such foolishness.
Ah, Prosecutor Sabmari, are you ready to begin now?
Yes, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. Okay, bring it on. But first, I promise you both this. I will cast your wicked souls into the fires of hell. That's what I'm talking about!
Before the gloves are off, this is his home turf!
Thus shall the soul of the victim attain salvation.
Ah! Ha 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 ha! Splendid! I would expect nothing less of you, Prosecutor Sabmari.
Please save the victim's soul, Prosecutor Sabmari. Punish the wicked lawyer who dares to stop these last rites. I think I'll pass on that whole fire and brimstone deal. But I'm not surprised by your words or stance, considering what the Apollos told me about you. Ah! What's your reaction to that? So, it was you who installed that putrid lawyerly guile within him. Oh! Putrid? What? He too must soon face the fires, lest his soul be lost to redemption. But I shall send you on ahead, so that he will not be lonely when he arrives. Sorry, but I'm afraid it won't be that easy. People say I never know when to give up. You thought Apollo was difficult? No, this is the final boss right here. Nervous, Maya? A little. Feels like it's been ages since we stood side by side like this in court. Too bad I'm the defendant. Don't worry, we haven't lost the case together yet. You're right. Let's give this everything we've got, Nick.
Now then, Prosecutor Sabmari, would you please explain the case at hand?
Of course, Your Majesty. Let us begin the last rites of the victim. Scroll time! Let's go. Maya Fey has been charged with the crime of murder. The victim of her heinous crime was High Priest Tarust Inni. He was conducting the purification rite when he was brutally slain.
And the cause of death?
Let us review the victim's autopsy report and the crime photo, shall we? I see. The cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound delivered to the abdomen. The murder weapon was likely the Warbot dagger, which was used in the rite. However, the weapon has yet to be found, though the scene was thoroughly searched. Ah, I see.
A sacred relic used as a tool of murder. The Holy Mother's wrath shall be most severe.
The murder itself took place at the height of the purification rite. The accused had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes, and the victim was there to offer prayers as a high priest of Khura'anism. During the rite, the victim and the accused were the only two at the inner sanctum. Therefore, the only person who could have slain the victim is Maya Fey. There is someone else though, but how do they enter?
I must say, that does cast a great deal of suspicion upon the accused.
Indeed. Well then, allow me to submit this diagram of the crime scene as evidence in this case. Okay, thank you for the map. We have 3 lanterns, a broken lantern, curtains all around with a spring. In Cryanism, slaying a priest is a sin most grave and dreadful. As such, TuMiiA V's soul shall be plunged into the lowest level of hell. The hell of tickling. There she shall be tickled without end for 500 million years.
That is a terrible fate indeed. Would the defense care to respond?
Here I thought the lowest level of hell was the hell of back pain. Ah, thank you for 11 months, Wingen. Wait, 11 months? Does this mean the affiliate anniversary is coming up? Oh gosh, I need to plan for that too. It doesn't feel like it's been this long since a month, but I guess the 3-week break means my last one was late. I see. Thank you very much. Wasn't my affiliate anniversary in September? Whatever. We'll see. Oh, September 4th. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. The hell of back pain. I mean, yeah. How old are you again, Phoenix? I don't remember killing anyone. And I don't have that dagger or anything like it. Okay. As my client stated, she has no memory of the event as described by the prosecution. But more importantly, she had no motive to kill the High Priest in the first place. The hell of back pain. Welcome to old age, Phoenix. Yeah, he is above 30, so he is prone to back pain. I thought you might say that. Nevertheless. The meaningless prattle of lawyers is utterly ineffectual here in the Hall of Justice. For all will be made clear by her benevolence Reva Padma Kurain's insights. Ah, okay.
So it is, and so it shall be. The divination seance reveals the truth for all to see.
Here we go again.
Bailiff, please show in the royal priestess.
Okay. Hello, Reva. It's Princess Reva! Oh, how beautiful her benevolence looks again today. Glory to the Holy Mother for this blessed day. As popular as ever, I see. Rest assured, good people of Kurain. I will defeat this murderer and her abettor. They shall not escape on their Freedom Express today.
What a joy it is to have the royal priestess back in the Hall of Justice. May the Holy Mother grant us her divine favor. Urdihara Kurai.
She sure looks pleased with herself. Especially for someone who didn't know what a Freedom Express was until yesterday. Is there something stuck to my face, barbed head? No, nothing, your benevolence.
Now then, your benevolence, the divination seance, if you please.
Very well. Nena, my robe.
Nena is the true MVP.
Here we go.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Here we go. I'm gonna let it play because of course. I'll never not be scared by voice acting in this game. Yeah, the surprise is a bit lessened by the fact that we already heard her voice act. Round 2.
I'm interested to see what will happen because... Because this either will be really good or really bad for us. I'm guessing the latter. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's see. Maya. Okay. Okay. Oh god! Strap streams. Okay, they're reading the sutras, I guess. Huh? Oh god! Oh god, that's terrifying! They didn't even move! They approached him like a ghost! Yikes! That's creepy. Okay. The victim's Mitama has spoken. The divination seance is complete. Great! Another clearly incriminating seance vision. It could not be any clearer, O foul defense. The accused donned the sacred robes of Lady Kira, and then attacked the victim. That's a straight-up horror story indeed! My god! Like, if Maya did do it, it was impressive that she did it that fast. Like, the robes didn't even, like, move in the wind. That was creepy. Oh, how very terrible it must have been. Also, can we talk about the judge for a sec? Why? The figure of Lady Kira lit against the dim lantern light, and the sense of incense growing ever more potent as she drew near. That's not a mustache, that's his nose. No, I don't think so. No, you can see the nostrils. It's not his nose hair. I know time moves fast, but it doesn't feel like Spooky Month yet, game, please. Yes. Spooky Month is approaching, though. It's July. On mobile, it looks like it. Yeah, but I have the game as it is right in front of me. It's not his nose here. The scent of incense growing ever more potent as she drew near. One can almost sense the horror Abbott in me must have felt. Spooky month is every month if you try hard enough. Boo! The facts as presented by her benevolence are indisputable. But that wasn't me! Do something, Nick! I'm working on it! Couldn't have been any clearer. Looks like I'm in for another uphill battle. I'm looking forward to see what fresh horrors Ryukishi will submit to me with Silent Hill F once Spooky Month draws close. Also, Maya. Yeah, Maya's there. I'm so happy she's here. Even in another country. Like, yeah, true. Even in another country. To be fair, I don't think it couldn't have been anyone else but Maya. Because Phoenix now knows the dangers of this court. So Maya's one of the only people he will ever willingly go to this court for to defend. So I think that's the reason why Maya is the accused once again.
The accused committed this vile act during our ancient tradition, the purification rite. Come to think of it, the rites guide explains the multi-part purification rite in detail. I don't think so, really? Nick is too good of a person. Okay, true. It's transformation rite.
A high priest reads scripture while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira. The rite of water. Lady Kira enters the spring and the high priest purifies her along with her dagger. Maya is the most criminal of this whole game franchise and she keeps getting away with it. The rite of fire. The priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul.
Indeed. It would seem that the murder occurred during the transformation rite. The rite dictates that the high priest stand in front of the spring. Therefore, the accused must have attacked him from the direction of the broken lantern. Well, Barbed Head? Would you care to object?
She looks so proud of herself. Last time we even got a ghost blame, an innocent ghost. Of course, because I know my client is innocent.
And so you say. You truly do not know when you are beaten, do you?
I managed to pull it off last time with Albie. I'll just have to do it again. You intend to find fault with her benevolence's insights, yes again. Of course. It would seem lawyers are Paul Kuhn creatures, indeed. Look up that Paul Kuhn. Paul Kuhn. What exactly is a Paul Kuhn?
Someone who's a real piece of work, so to speak.
Oh. A real piece of crap, they say. They can call me anything they want. The only thing I care about is uncovering the truth.
So, Barbed Head, are you foolish enough to risk your life for your so-called truth? Because my insights are the truth. To deny them is to willingly dig your own grave.
I think I burped. Sorry. Insight. This is what happens when you can only drink carbonated water. Refa's insight.
The victim commenced the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading a sutra.
I love how Maya's expressions have been translated to 3D. Yeah, they're actually pretty good.
As the first part, the transformation rite ended, he lowered the sutra. Suddenly, he heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. It was then that the victim felt an intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed. As his life's blood spilled over, his vision dimmed, till finally he passed from our world. That is everything the victim experienced in his final moments.
Okay.
Dressed in the sacred robes of Lady Kira, the accused rushed the victim head-on. The brutal stabbing she perpetrated could not have been any clearer. Yes, it is plain for all to see.
No, it wasn't me!
A sudden drowsiness came over me during the transformation rite. I didn't even get a chance to put on Lady Kira's robes. You waste our time with such meaningless statements, accused. You cannot explain away the truths revealed by the royal priestess's divine insight. Oof. How did you end up finding contradictions last time?
The deceased's final memories include all 5 senses.
Oh, you mean those words that appeared in the pool of souls? It looked to me like the bigger the word, the stronger the sensation was to the victim.
That didn't happen last time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me too.
The sensations themselves are never wrong, only their interpretations. That's why I tried to point out mistakes in Refa's insights last time.
So there could be contradictions between what Abbot Imi felt and her insights, huh?
You got it. And I'm going to find them this time too.
Should I check how to point out contradictions in Refa's insights?
Nah, I'm fine. We'll be fine! Nah, remember how it works. Still, the sensations this time seem to fluctuate more than the ones from Albie's trial. Yeah. In which case, I'd better keep an eye on changes in their intensity too. Okay, time to point out the sensations that contradict the insights. Okay, what statement can we contradict? Okay. Something that relates to senses. He heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. Okay. So. We need... All of it will come down to the final 2, because the first 3 are really not important right now. Okay, pause. Not pause yet. The incense gets stronger, but the footsteps don't? Let me see that again. Yeah, the footsteps are constant. I think this is what he... I think this is what's wrong. Please? Objection! Okay, there we go. Woo! Okay, thank God. The victim supposedly heard the accused's approaching footsteps. But did he really? What nonsense is this? Is it not abundantly clear? No, it's not. Because there is something strange about those footsteps. Strange? Explain yourself, barbed head. The footsteps are strange because they don't get louder. They're not getting any louder. And why exactly does that matter? Please focus your attention on the incense the victim smelled. The scent grows stronger as the accused approaches. If the accused really had approached the victim, the sound of her footsteps would have grown louder as the scent of incense grew stronger. Ah! Why? That makes perfect sense. How can this be explained, your benevolence?
Well, there must be a reason.
Oh, the doubt.
Objection.
Oh, and here he comes to the rescue.
It is as they say. Even a putrid worm of a lawyer will turn.
What does that even mean?
He's not exactly singing your praises, that's for sure. Still, we cannot discount this information solely on account of its lawyerly source. Your benevolence, perhaps you must listen more carefully to the Abbot Mitama.
Listen more carefully. What's he talking about?
Yes, it would appear so. I shall try to refine the sensation.
Refine the sensation?
I can more accurately gauge sensations by deepening my communication with a Mitama.
I didn't know you could do that. Why have we never done this before? Because somebody wasn't here to remind us. Pain was an idiot.
By refining a sensation, a clearer picture of the truth can be discovered.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, blessed Mitama, I beseech you, hear me now and respond to my call.
Bells. Footsteps change into bells. What could this mean? What could this mean? Bells? But the only bells at the scene of the crime were...
That jingling must have come from Abbot Imbi's bells.
Wait, he approached Lady Kira himself. You mean those big things he had on his ankles?
Well, there you have it. The sound of bells was from the High Priest's own footsteps.
Then that means... If the footsteps belonged to the victim himself, it means it was the victim who was moving, not the accused. Yeah, that's strange. Why would he approach himself? The victim was the one who went running towards the broken lantern from the spring. A far cry from what the benevolence's insight would have us believe. This is going to be very confusing. But why would the victim have approached the accused? Maybe he was trying to defend himself. Please explain. He could have felt threatened by Lady Kira standing there with a dagger. If so, he might have thought to overpower her before she attacked. Still your voices! This is nothing but a theory, and a poor one at that! Be not led astray by this lawyer's obvious postulation!
Objection.
While his insolence is inexcusable, I would ask that you calm yourself, your benevolence. Is there something you would care to say, Prosecutor Submari? Even if it was Abbot Imi who moved, it does not negate the accused crime. What do you mean? The accused was like waiting for the high priest to approach. And as he neared, she plunged the dagger into him. It is as simple as that. Oh, right. It really doesn't change much, does it?
Yes, it is as the prosecutor has said. In fact, it is as I meant to say all along as well. Sure. Right. That's why you were so shocked when you first heard it.
Understand now, lawyer. That contradiction you conjured up has come to naught. Once I hone my insights, it will vanish like the dying rays of the sun.
Okay. He rushed the accused and tried to fight her off by the broken lantern. Okay. So, broken lantern. Where was that again?
See, the fact that it was Abbot Imi who moved changes nothing.
Let's see. I have a feeling this map is very important to the insight.
So he approached her by the lantern. Okay.
Weird.
Gosh, come on, Phoenix. You gotta keep your cool. Contradiction I pointed out must mean something. One sensation changed after Princess Reva refined her vision. Stands to reason that something else might have changed too because of the refinement. Should focus on any sensations that have changed. Okay, so the last one. While searching for more contradictions between them and her insights.
Okay, so it's a new statement. I think the broken lantern bit is important. Let's see. Wind. He approaches the bells, the incense. Strange.
There should be something else, though, right? Or am I... I need to focus better. Bells.
Water? Wait, what was that? Rewind. Water. He rushed towards the spring.
He walked into this.
Oh my god. The dagger isn't the murder weapon. It's the statue. Oh my god. The statue was the murder weapon. That's... Okay. This is it.
Objection!
There we go. Okay, good. Hold it. How do we know the purification rite was performed exactly as it was supposed to be?
That's easy. The customs governing the rite are very clear, and Abbot Imi would have adhered to them. Well, that's strange.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain just what is so strange?
Yes, I would ask you to consider the sound of the victim's footsteps.
Water.
The sound of bells changes to the sound of water at one point. What's this?
It's simple. The victim must have stepped in some water.
Oh?
Yes. And the only source of water in the inner sanctum is the spring. And therein lies the contradiction.
What contradiction?
I believe the rite started out as it should have. The victim stood with his back to the spring and the accused stood right in front of him. But we now know that the victim then moved into the spring. Polkunka! That is absurd! This means the accused's location differs from what her benevolence's insight indicates. Then where do you propose the accused stood once she donned Lady Kira's robes? Based on the sound of the victim's footsteps, I believe Maya was standing here. Where was Maya based on the victim's footsteps? The spring.
Take that!
Until this moment, we've all just assumed that Abbot Imi and Miss Faye were standing where they were supposed to be. As shown in the rights guide, In short, the victim should have been standing with his back to the spring and the accused in front. However, if that is how they were really standing, he couldn't have stepped into the spring as he approached her. The problem is, the victim did step into the spring. This can only mean that Miss Faye had actually been standing in the water. But if this is true, then the positions would have been completely reversed. Oh god, this is very confusing. What is going on here, Miss Faye? Were you really standing in the spring?
I'm sorry, but I barely remember anything about the rite.
The High Priest would never make such an obvious blunder during a rite. What on earth? Is that even possible? Be that as it may, it does not overturn my insights. It doesn't?
Let us say the accused was standing in the spring. So what?
So what? This completely reverses their positions is what?
That their positions differed from what is customary is rather curious. However, what does that change?
It certainly does not erase the accused's brutal crime. I guess you have a point there.
You lawyers are an absurd breed. Never thinking ahead, you cling to the first insignificant contradiction you can muster.
Ugh.
Sounds like Princess Rafa has a pretty good grasp on what lawyers are all about.
Oh, Maya, where would I be without your brutally frank commentary right now? Oh boy, things are getting tense again.
Is this contradiction really meaningless? But something really doesn't feel right. Did I take a wrong turn somewhere? I will now amend my insights to account for this new truth.
He rushed the accused and tried to fight her off by the poolside lantern.
Poolside lantern? Now the contradiction is no more. But the truth of the matter still stands, no matter how stubbornly you deny it.
What do you have to say for yourself now, Mr. Wright?
Ugh. Nick? Your Majesty, this lawyer may have raised a trivial objection, but Her Benevolence's insights have no further inadequacies of any kind.
Yes, so it would seem. Wait a second, but there is another contradiction!
Yeah, the lantern isn't right, I think. Still you flounder about, wretched beast. Though you rack that putrid brain of yours, nothing worthwhile will come of it.
Maya, please tell me you remember something that might help us out here?
Sorry, I really don't remember a thing. But now that the place I was standing in has changed, who knows? That alone may cause a new discrepancy with Princess Rafa's insights.
That's right, we now know that Maya was standing in the spring. But if that was the case,
a major change like that could very well produce a contradiction. If you're taking a look at the inner sanctum diagram in the court record, confirm where Maya and Abbot Imi were standing.
Yeah, I saw.
Then focus on finding out any discrepancies between the positions and insights.
So it's the poolside lantern. Spring side. But that one is intact. So... There. There. Rewind. There. That's not spring side. That one is broken. Right? There.
Objection!
Am I correct? Your Benevolence. I found a new contradiction.
You did? No doubt it is but another of your vile attempts to slander my insights.
Nope. Take a good look at what the victim saw.
Just might change your mind.
The lantern flame behind the accused was flickering.
There is nothing unusual about that, especially as the wind had stirred.
No, that's where you're wrong. If the accused had been standing in the spring, that one wouldn't have been broken.
Then what you see here should be one of the wind lanterns flanking the statue. I fail to see your point.
My point is, something is wrong here. The two lanterns flanking the statue were both outfitted with glasswind guards. So neither lantern's flame should have been flickering in the wind in the first place.
Huh.
She seems pretty tickled, Nick. I don't remember saying anything funny.
I fail to see what you wish to prove here, but... Very well. I shall refine the vision and reveal the truth for all to see.
Oh boy. That's not good.
Oh, blessed Mitama, I beseech you, fix your sight upon the lantern there.
No! Huh? That lantern doesn't have a wind guard on it.
And rightly so. For the wind guard was removed to reveal the sacred flame within, for the rite of fire. Therefore, there is nothing odd about the flame flickering.
Say what? Oh no. But we searched the crime scene. Those lanterns had their wind guards on.
That's because the police put them back on.
Ugh, of course.
The sacred flames have burned uninterrupted for hundreds of years, Defense. We could not risk them being extinguished, even during an investigation.
That would never fly back home.
Well, barbed head, are you done quibbling? If so,
then it is time to bow down before this testimony of the Mitama. Ugh! Nick! Don't worry, Maya. I'm just getting started. Alright, let's go over everything we know so far. Maya was wearing Lady Kira's robes and standing in the spring. The High Priest is thought to have been moving toward her, so it should look for sensations that stand in contradiction to this arrangement. Oh god! I won't give up. I'm going to find a contradiction that will undermine the accusation against Maya.
There must be... Okay...
That one is broken! That one is broken! That's the one that's broken! Oh my gosh!
Objection!
Thank you very much! Ah!
What could this possibly mean? That lantern clearly contradicts the inside. But this contradiction will overturn the entire case I've been building.
Are you alright, Mr. Wright? 1 minute you shout out, and in the next, you fall silent.
Perhaps it is like the bellow of one who is barreling down a hill, with no way of stopping. Is that not right, Prosecutor Samari?
I think he knows what's going on. Don't get cold feet now, Phoenix. Even if this overturns the entire case you've built so far, the only way is to keep moving forward. Because that's where we'll find the truth. Sorry, but I'm not barreling down a hill. In fact, I'm in full control of everything with the indisputable contradiction I found.
Is that so?
The lantern behind the accused clearly, no, blatantly contradicts your insight.
Does it now?
One of the lanterns on the entrance side of the inner sanctum was broken. And if you watch what Abbot Imi saw in his final moments, you will notice that the lantern behind the praying form of Miss Faye is broken. The lantern behind Lady Kira, however, is still intact. In short, we are seeing 2 different lanterns in this seance vision. How could this be? And even if it was so, how would that contradict my insights? Let me start by saying, the claim I'm about to raise will overturn the case I've built thus far. Will the defense please explain himself? Based on the broken lantern, we can tell Maya and Abbott in these positions. Where the accused and the victim were standing. But did you just not finish asserting that the accused was standing somewhere else? I did, and I built my argument on that faulty premise. But thankfully, it has led us here. To the actual spot where Miss Faye was standing. Yeah, surprised that you admit that they admit mistake, huh? I must say, if the defense keeps changing its assertions in such a capricious manner, its credibility may come into question. I'm willing to take that risk, Your Majesty, because I believe this will be the last time. I'd like to start by pointing out the actual spot where the accused was standing. Very well. Show us where you now believe the accused was actually standing. Based on the location of the broken lantern, where was Maya really standing? Here.
Take that!
I wasn't thinking straight before, but now it's all falling into place. We know the victim had stepped into the spring. That means Maya Fey had to have been standing in the water as he approached. However, his memory, which has only now become clear, reveals that Miss Fey was standing by the side of the broken lantern. In other words, he turned around. He was standing where she was supposed to be according to custom. Does that not bring us back to the very beginning? No. This is where things take a different turn. And I mean that literally. The victim had to have been moving towards the spring. That means that while he was moving, he had his back turned towards the accused. What's this? Do you mean to say the victim turned around during the rite? But such an image appears nowhere in the seance vision. Actually, it does appear. It's just that no one noticed until now. No one noticed? How could no one have noticed something so big? Because there was a moment when the scripture the victim was holding was all he could see. Thanks to that, none of us could tell that he was in fact turning around in that moment.
Objection.
Uh-oh. If it is as the defense asserts, then the benevolence's insights no longer make sense. How do you intend to explain that?
Objection!
I don't need to explain anything, because it's just as you said, Prosecutor Submari. Her benevolence's insights don't make any sense, because they contain a huge error. Such insolence! Oh, but now the people start to doubt her. A huge error, you say? Do explain. The huge error is the number of people there. There's someone else! I believe this is what happened at the scene of the crime. The victim was reading a sutra when suddenly he sensed someone behind him. He immediately looked back to see someone dressed as Lady Kira standing there. Wishing to see who it was, he approached the robed figure. That's when he was stabbed. This cannot be. Oh, but it can. And it is. The insight stating the accused stabbed the victim is wrong. And that is the real truth lying behind this testimony of the dead. Yes!
Are you suggesting?
Yes, I am. I'm suggesting I'm thirsty, so I took a sip of water. Okay, here we go.
That there was someone else at the scene of the crime.
Have I misunderstood the voice of the Mitama? Yet again? This cannot be! Oh, no. Whew, that was a close one. It cannot be? Please, we've been here before, Rafa. You got a better dance moves. But I managed to divine the true meaning behind the seance vision somehow. I should add these new facts to the court record. He turned around. Okay. So the word bot... So this statue wasn't a murder weapon. There was someone else there. Okay. Your benevolence, please allow me to take it from here. I will overturn the brash accusations of this faithless, putrid-minded lawyer.
Yes, I shall place my trust in you.
Aw, she's so sad. 2 times in a row. It's really demotivating for her.
Are you sure about this, Prosecutor Submodi?
My work as an international prosecutor has taken me to courtrooms around the world. And in that time, I have learned to perform last rites for souls in trials lacking a seance.
Yes, of course. Forgive my ludicrous inquiry.
Moreover, I have with me a forensic investigator from overseas. I will show you all the most magnificent last rites ever seen.
Oh, he only took... he took Emma with him because he wanted to show off how the science worked. I guess he really does think highly of Emma and her forensic expertise. Yeah. He wanted to show it to his people. That's actually kind of cute. I'm impressed as he's come to understand their value. Then again, he is an international prosecutor who solved tough cases around the world. Time to hunker down, huh? Yeah, let's go. Now the real battle begins. Whew, okay.
Now then, let us continue with the day's proceedings. Could the defense please tell us who the third party dressed as Lady Kira was? Your new claim has negated the insights of the royal priestess, so I trust you have some evidence to support it, correct?
Yes, of course.
This third party must have really wanted to kill the High Priest.
I might be able to identify who it was if I had evidence of their murderous intent.
Well, we're waiting, Mr. Wright.
The evidence that can reveal the identity of the third party is this. The warning letter.
Take that!
3 days before the purification rite, the victim received a warning letter from an unidentified individual.
He did.
Whoever sent it clearly meant to threaten the High Priest. The letter said, do not perform the rite. But the rite went on as scheduled. I believe that is why the High Priest was murdered.
What? Who do you suppose sent that letter?
A person with something to hide. The rebel hunter, disguised as Lady Kira herself.
Oh boy.
Peace. I don't understand. I had heard the Lady Kira that has been in the news as of late only hunted rebels. If so, why would she have killed the High Priest?
Excellent question. Maybe it would help to think of it this way. What if the High Priest had secretly been a rebel? The High Priest? He couldn't possibly have been a rebel.
The High Priest, a devout follower of Koreanism. A rebel? Do you even comprehend the blasphemy of which you speak? Well, do you?
I too found it hard to believe at first. But as I continued my investigation, it started to become more and more plausible.
Objection.
The third party was the rebel hunting Lady Kira, and the High Priest was a rebel.
Your mockery of Koreanism? No. Of the kingdom of Korean itself knows no bounds. Whoops. That shameless Volkuda lawyer. He's making a mockery of our religion.
As a faithful Koreanist, I take issue with these claims. And I am loath to admit them into the day's proceedings.
I don't like where this is going.
The defense's claims are but vile blasphemy, tantamount to spitting on the Holy Mother.
Is it really that big of a deal, Maya? Abbot Imbi was a distinguished monk. And very well respected too, so yeah. Ugh. Please don't let this turn into an international incident.
But fear not, good people of Kurain. The rantings of this putrid-brained lawyer who seeks to sully the soul of the deceased shall come to no avail once I conclude these last rites.
Clap!
Prosecution's assertion that the accused killed the victim remains unchanged.
But the victim was stabbed in his abdomen! How is that possible when he had his back towards Miss... How is that possible when he had his back turned towards Miss Faye? So someone else must have killed him.
Objection.
Are you sure about that? You may have invalidated the seance, but do not let it go to your putrid head. The karmic flow of this trial is, as yet, still in my hands.
How can he be so confident? Because he can see the future clearly.
Something has occurred to me, you see. And your allegations of a third party are but a deluded fantasy. And I shall prove that by calling a new witness to the stand. An eyewitness who will deliver a definitive answer that will dispel the defense's doubts.
An eyewitness?
Very well. Let us call this eyewitness to the stand.
Wait. Is it? Oh my god, it is the dude! Oh my god. Oh no. The dude. He's here. It's him again.
Well now, he has to be the shaggiest witness I have ever laid eyes upon. Please state your name and occupation.
I'm... You know, that so-and-so... Whatchamacallit? Oh, right, he lost his memory. That's it. What? Ha! Anonymous TBD! Anonymous. Anonymous! To be decided!
At least that's what they've been calling me. TBD, as in to be determined. Can't you just tell us your real name?
The witness has suffered a blow to the head, rendering him amnesiac. Therefore, I named him Anonymous, TBD, in my report. But he thinks TBD is part of his name.
He can't even see behind all that hair. That's why he needs the... That's why he needs the ski goggles. To put away all that hair. But wait, if he doesn't even remember his own name... will he be... Why is he then a reliable witness, Nayuda? What? Why does that... That doesn't make sense. Your gaze is falling apart, my dude.
Objection!
You're letting an amnesiac testify?
Have no fear. I have already questioned him at length. While it is true that he has utterly forgotten his name and past, his memory of what he witnessed is still very much intact.
I see.
Considering the dearth of information, any new knowledge may be of help. Therefore, I will permit his testimony. Now, Mr. Emus, please tell us what you saw.
Oh boy, here we go. This is gonna be a crazy testimony. Ah, I love that! The night of the murder.
That night, I was at the top of Mount Pony Pony, the mountain next to the inner sanctum. I hate crowds, so I climbed up there to pray in peace. I know it's a no-no, but since there was no one around, I used my binoculars to spy on the right as the inner sanctum.
Ooh.
That's when I saw the accused. Stab the high priest with a dagger!
There's no way you saw Miss Face stab the victim with a dagger. I swear I don't know what he's talking about. Or don't remember at any rate.
Mount Pony Pony, the beautiful mountain that is also known as the Little Sanctum.
You must be talking about that smaller mountain from the book. Dude, you are clearly lying. Like, if you were standing there with binoculars, like, it's impossible. It's impossible. The curtains blocked everything. Wow. Oh, Yikachu, I didn't even notice you said that. I thought the chat was blue, so I thought it was Strasbourg, but no, it was Yikachu. Welcome to the stream, Yikachu. My goodness.
Mr. Emus, I was wondering.
What can I do you for?
The inner sanctum lies at a high elevation, where clouds and fog can obscure the view. Are you sure you were able to see what happened from the mountaintop next to it?
Good point. This judge is actually smart. His Majesty raises an excellent question. Well, Mr. Remus? On the day of the rites, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. I had a perfect view. If you don't believe me, check the weather forecast in the paper that day.
Nick, don't we have the newspaper for that day?
Well, let's take a look. Calm, clear skies. Warmer temperature will make for excellent prayer weather. Be warned, however, that we'll see a cold front move in overnight. I'm always lurking. Yeah, and I appreciate it always. Thank you. It does say calm, clear skies, doesn't it? Well, there's something else. See? Told you so. Ha 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 ha. Don't laugh just yet, dude. Well, it would appear the witness has offered testimony worth hearing.
Mr. Emus, I too have a question for you.
Didn't he already question the witness? Well, that's what I'm here for, right? Shoot.
How was the accused holding the dagger? Was she holding it underhanded? Its blade protruding from the bottom of her hand?
Yep, I believe she was. It's called a reverse grip. How do you know that?
Ah, I thought as much.
Hold it! Hold it right there. What bearing does that have on this case?
Cease your interruptions, you putrid-headed lawyer. Do you not see the significance in how the blade was held?
Why don't you enlighten me, oh enlightened one? I don't know why, but I find him very funny.
I knew you were a fool. I can already picture you in your next life.
Next life? Oh, oh, go ahead, say.
Yes, after your soul writhes for centuries in the pits of hell. You shall be reborn as a witless sea urchin, with barbs limited to your posterior. You shall live a short, inconsequential life, only to be brutally devoured by a sea otter.
That was a bit excessive. I simply asked what the dagger grip had to do with the game.
Now pay attention. How the accused held the dagger is of vital importance. With such information, we can infer exactly what action she took. You were saying that the victim was killed while he had his back to the accused. Is that correct?
Yes.
As such, the accused's dagger grip tells us something very important. The accused approached the victim from behind, swung her arms around him, and plunged the dagger deep into his abdomen, using a reverse grip.
Holy crap! Oh my god! That's actually... Oh my god. What?! That actually makes sense. Good job, dude.
Thus, Mr. Emus's testimony clears up any doubts that might remain.
Ha ha ha! And it coincides with the benevolence's insights as well. This is a disaster!
I thought I'd blown those insights out of the water,
but now they're back to haunt me!
Now then, the defense may cross-examine the witness.
Okay, cross-examination, let's go. I think I know what the problem is here. Yeah, sure, I guess. I mean... I used my binoculars to spy on the right. Yeah, this is a problem. Ritual curtain.
Objection!
Ha-ha! Easy. Your Majesty, I had my doubts about this bushy-beard witness, but now I know we can trust him. What? You ain't just judging me solely on my bodacious beard, are you?
Not at all, Mr. Remus. It's much more than your sketchy appearance. It's your sketchy testimony.
His testimony, you say?
Yes, recall how the inner sanctum was that day. Specifically, that it was completely enclosed by the ritual curtain.
Why, yes, I believe you're right.
The curtain would have completely blocked the witness's view from Mount Pony Pony. Therefore, he couldn't possibly have seen the murder happen.
Ho-ha! Mr. Emus, have you been knowingly making false statements onto this court?
You got me!
as well lower his voice.
I didn't actually see the accused herself. He didn't actually see the accused herself? What's that supposed to mean?
Let me set the record straight. I beg ya.
Oh god, this man. Oh boy, this guy will have tons of contradictions, I bet.
I saw the shadowy silhouettes projected against the ritual curtain. The figures were created by the light of the full moon on that clear and still night.
Why does that throw me off?
She was just a shadow, but I could tell it was the accused. Her first gripping that dagger.
Sure.
Shadows? That's what you saw? That's right. I could see what was going on, but the shadows projected onto the ritual curtain. In the future, Mr. Remus, I would rather you offer up accurate testimony from the start. Forgive me, my main man, Mr. Magistrate. Chalk it up to my fuzzy memory.
Though we saw but shadows, it is still valuable testimony.
You have to be kidding me. What are we going to do now, Nick?
All I can think of is to look for inconsistencies between the actual rites and what Mr. Emus says he saw. The actual rites.
Wait a sec.
The full moon was above Mount Punipuni.
The moon is directly above the summit of Mount Punipuni. So, with that, if we can look at the picture here, the moon would have been here. So, shadows would have gone to the other side, not this direction. So, it's impossible for him to have seen any shadows. I think. Now then, the defense may cross-examine the witness once more.
I think that's what it is.
The night of the murder amended. Figures were created by the light of the full moon. Nope, BS. Wrong position of the moon, my dude. You saw silhouettes projected by the moonlight. Sorry, but that's just not possible. What do you mean? How is it not possible? It was just totally possible. That's impossible. Ha 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 ha.
I think I'm going to need a logicalese translation on that.
Let's take a look at this rites guide, shall we, Mr. Enos? The rite is held when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Punipuni.
Doot, doot, doot. He knew that!
So if the moon was shining from the west, any shadows would have been cast eastward. But Mr. Emus was standing to the west of the inner sanctum on Mount Punipuni.
Oh, holy mother!
That's right. A witness here couldn't have seen any shadowy figures on that curtain.
No. No way! Perhaps it was the sacred flames of the lanterns that cast the shadows we saw.
I'm afraid not. I inspected them during my investigation, but the flames were too small to cast the crisp, distinct figures of Mr. Emus claims to have seen.
But I did see those silhouettes! Really?
But how could he, Nick?
Wait a second. Maybe it was someplace where they were visible. Wait, don't tell me. Your Majesty, if Mr. Emus really did see those shadows, it brings a brand new fact to light.
And that would be...
The brand new fact that comes to light if Mr. Emus really did see those shadows is... he was somewhere else. He wasn't where he claimed to be at the time of the murder.
Oh, then where do you propose the witness was?
Someplace where he could have seen the shadow figures, naturally. Wait, you mean? None of the mountains east of the inner sanctum are close enough for a good view. That leaves only one place he could have clearly seen the shadows from.
And where might that be?
This is where Mr. Emus was at the time of the murder. The inner sanctum. Mr. Emus was at the inner sanctum, just outside the curtain on the east side. That's the only place from which he could have seen the shadowy figures. Hoo-ha! Really? Wow, I didn't even think of that.
But wasn't the inner sanctum off limits to all but the victim and the accused?
And the third party who was there, you mean? I get the feeling that's a subject prosecutor somebody would rather not touch right now. No, he wouldn't. Yep, he's quiet.
Ah, you mean?
That's right. This witness was at the scene of the crime. Which means he is the mysterious third party we saw during the divination seance. He could be the one who dressed as Lady Kira and killed the High Priest. Good!
What?
Okay, good. Uh-oh.
No one but the two participants were allowed anywhere near the inner sanctum. And the only way up there are the stairs that start down at the Plaza of Devotion. So tell me, how do you propose the witness entered that sacred space?
Oh, he must have, I haven't thought that far ahead, but...
The sanctum has sheer cliffs on 3 sides and a steep towering rock face on the other. No one could have made it there, climbing the faces of those cliffs.
His Majesty speaks true. To say Mr. Emus was at such an inaccessible location is but a bit to tarnish his credibility. Is that not right?
Right! I wasn't at the inner sanctum! No sir, no how! At least I'm pretty sure I wasn't.
Hold it!
What about those silhouettes you claim to have seen? I'm starting to think I've been imagining things. Oh, God! What? This is insane! Then you claim that he's an unreliable witness, Your Majesty! What? The witness is spouting ineligible testimony, everyone! Please!
Peace, peace, I say.
This is impossible! Unless I can show how you got to the inner sanctum.
Just looks like I'm trying to slander Mr. Emus.
I believe in you, Nick. Rah, rah, system bar! Fight, fight! Phoenix right! Just look at the accused. Has she no shame? What's your problem, lady? Phoenix Wright is very trustworthy, I'll have you know. She's got some nerve for a criminal. I bet that lawyer poisoned her eyes. Please, Maya, you're only making it worse. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but it's probably best to keep it to yourself for now.
I would advise the defense to think carefully before making any more sudden outbursts.
Yes, Your Majesty. If I wasn't a bad guy before, I definitely am now.
Now, Mr. Emus, I would like you to think back carefully before you testify next about where you were that night.
I wasn't at the inner sanctum. Yeah, sure you weren't. I was never at the inner sanctum, I tell you. That much I'm sure of, even with a fuzzy memory. Besides, it would have been impossible to get there in the first place. Boy, you lawyers sure are scary. Huh.
I guess it might have been impossible for him to get to the inner sanctum like he claims, but... Now, will you desist in trying to frame this innocent witness?
Yeah, I'd like to see you explain how he got up there.
Mr. Wright, is it now time to end these cross-examinations?
No. He's so sick of my sight. He's so sick of my shite.
A moment of desperation leads to 100 million years of torment. It means that for each moment a sinner spends struggling to deny their sins, 100 million years of torment are added to their time in hell.
Ryanism is the strictest religion ever!
And just so you know, you've already accrued 200 million extra years.
Plus the 5 they started with, that's 700 million years of torment.
Sure, what's another 200 million, give or take?
Well, it's a big deal to me.
Can't keep saying that the witness was there at the inner sanctum if I can't prove it. Problem is, how am I going to do that?
I need more information. it would have been impossible to get there in the first place. I wonder if it really was impossible for you to get to the inner sanctum. If you have something to say, just say it. Couldn't there have been another way to get there? A way that wouldn't attract attention? No, there isn't! Which means there is. Perhaps the defense would share its theory with us. I don't even have a wild guess, let alone a theory, though. Time to reach into my bag of bluffs. To reach the inner sanctum without attracting any attention. He climbed up the cliff. He came from... No. He fell from the sky? One sec. Wasn't there a prison somewhere? Prayer flags found outside the... Oh my god, he really did come from the sky. Maybe you fell from the sky. Ha 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 ha! The lawyer thinks he's a comedian now! I was wondering what crazy theory you would propose next. Well, defense, let's hear it. Mr. Emus could have, parachuted down. We already know the weather was clear, and there was no wind to speak of. Perfect weather for skydiving, I'd say. Oh my god, and then he hit his head! Now that you have been backed into a corner, your delusions grow ever more delusional. The inner sanctum is on a tiny ledge upon a sheer cliff over 2,000 meters tall. Oh my freaking god! Oh my god! He's the rebel that escaped the prison! He's the rebel that escaped the prison! One misstep and a skydiver would soon find themselves into the Twilight Realm. Yeah, I don't care how still the wind was. Even I couldn't have made that jump. Wait, what's this building on top of the Sacred Mountain? That is Royal Penitentiary number 4. Oh yeah, we totally forgot to mention the prison on top of the Sacred Mountain. Oh right, Princess Rayfa mentioned there was a prison up there. How do you get your prisoners up there anyway? By helicopter. But only with authorization from the Minister of Justice. Ah! He's the only one who can approve flights that pass over the inner sanctum. Might I also add, defense, that no parachute or any other equipment necessary for skydiving have been found. I say I flew down there by flapping my arms! I may be an incredible dude, but even I'm not capable of that! Ugh. Well, please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Remus. It's not like I can fly through the air, either. Are you sure about that? Mr. Emus is right. He couldn't skydive down there without any gear. Well now, finally come around, have you? Now you see that I couldn't have possibly been there at the inner sanctum. Right. If you didn't have any gear, that is. What on earth are you talking about? That overreaction is a dead giveaway that I'm on the right track. Take a look at this piece of evidence. Those are prayer flags, are they not? Yes, but they have been sewn together to create one big banner. A banner that could also function like a parachute. Oh, Kunka. The people of Kurvain are so used to seeing prayer flags that the police didn't even think twice about these flags during their investigation. No, this cannot be. It is. The witness landed at the inner sanctum by using those prayer flags as a parachute. Is that not right, Mr. Remus? There's no way out. I'm surrounded. Mr. Remus? All this talk's jogged my memory. I guess I was there at the inner sanctum after all. Oh my god. As I suspected, there were 3 people there that night. You did it, Nick! You weren't wrong after all. Thanks. Mr. Emus, you were the one disguised as Lady Kira that night, weren't you? What? No, wait, no! It's like this, oh yeah! I was only there at the inner sanctum by accident! by accident. Exactly! And that thing's not a parachute, it's a homemade paraglider. Huh? A paraglider? Are you telling me you could fly using a patchwork mess of material? It may not look like much, but it's as sturdy as can be. I rode the wind like an eagle, going higher and higher from my earthly launching point. But then something happened that forced me to land at the inner sanctum. So you just happened to land there? You expect me to believe that?
No, please calm yourself, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
However, the fact that the witness was at the inner sanctum is crucial testimony indeed. And it certainly warrants further explication. Therefore, let's continue with more testimony.
Oh my god, this man! Ah! This man is exhausting to prosecute! To cross-examine. That was the term. Shivas. That evening I was enjoying a strike to the night sky with my homemade paraglider. But just as Mount Pony Pony was drawing near, something terrible happened. An accident forced me to make an emergency landing at the inner sanctum. What was the accident? As I landed, I banged my head, causing me to lose my memory. So you see, I ended up at the inner sanctum purely by accident. Why didn't it work?
Mr. Emus, you failed to mention any of this during your pre-trial questioning.
Can't be helped, I mean, I'm just remembering it now.
Continue such slip-hop testimony, and you will be cast into the hell of hangnails, where you shall have hangnails grown and ripped out for 800 million years.
Yikes! Oh, ah! I think I'll pass on that!
Looks like that cop prosecutes somebody off guard.
Yeah, he gets very irritated when that happens.
This is my chance to rip his case to shreds.
Let's go.
While I was at the inner sanctum,
yeah, what was the accident?
Hold it!
What exactly was this accident you had? Good question. Now, what was it again? Wind? Oh yeah, it was the wind! And not just any wind, but a sudden gale force wind. Made me lose control. Let me check the weather. The wind was strong enough to make you lose control. Weather forecast. Calm skies. No wind. You got that right. Okay then, please add that to your testimony. Oh, you're going down, dude. You can't come out of this one. Here you go.
Objection!
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
we have a saying in my country, Mr. Emus.
From one lie sprouts another. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? It means someone caught lying will lie again in an attempt to conceal their first lie. In other words, this current testimony is just a blatant lie you're telling to cover your tracks. What did you just say? You claimed gale force winds caused you to lose control, but this newspaper has the weather report for the day of the murder. It says, the area around the inner sanctum will enjoy calm, clear skies today. Polkulka! Why, I do believe it does say that.
From one lie sprouts another. That makes sense, but is it really a saying back home? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I kind of made that one up.
For real?
Your Majesty, the witness's testimony contains another flaw, one that's even more fatal to his cause.
More fatal, you say? The defense will explain himself at once.
Mr. Emus claims he was flying up around the inner sanctum with his paraglider. But it would have been impossible to get all the way up there without any wind.
Why, yes, I believe you're right. But we know the witness was at the inner sanctum, so... Mr. Emus, how did you get there? And from where?
You can't deny that you are the rebel escaped from prison. Without any wind, he couldn't have flown up there from the bottom of the mountain. By process of elimination, the only starting point that makes any sense is... Your Majesty, I believe I have the answer to your question. To reach the inner sanctum, Mr. Emus must have launched himself from here.
The prison!
Take that!
Hoo-ha!
insane? That's where he came from? If he couldn't have come from below, the only other option is from above. So you see, a non-Emus came down from Royal Penitentiary number 4. From there, he could have easily reached the inner sanctum by parachute. And that means he might have also killed the High Priest. What? Mr. Emus, were you the third party at the inner sanctum? And the one behind the warning to halt the rites that the victim received? Was it you we saw in his final memory? Are you the rebel hunter, Lady Kira? Hoo-ha! Oh my god! Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, sir, help me out here!
Is this the moment? You did it! You finally left him speechless!
Oh, come on, Mr. Prosecutor Man!
Quiet, you fool. You should use this time to prepare yourself for what is to come.
For a fate far worse than hangnail hell awaits you now!
Well done, defense. I must concede this point to you. The witness did, in fact, descend to the inner sanctum from Royal Penitentiary number 4.
Huh? He didn't even put up a fight this time. That's awfully generous of him. It's also a trap, I think.
But if you are as perceptive as you seem, then surely you've already figured out the riddle.
Riddle of a non-Emus's true identity. Oh, his true identity? Oh my gosh, yes. He figured it out. Not sure I quite know yet, but I guess I have the answer with something.
It would seem I am the only one still in the dark here. Would the defense care to enlighten me? Who is the man we've been calling a non-Emus?
The witness's true identity is... Wanted poster. Is this really him?
Only now do you realize the truth.
That was kind of weird.
Well, please do share with us your belated insight.
What's wrong, Nick? Why are you holding back? Because this isn't going to be very helpful to our case. It isn't? Really? Are you sure?
Unfortunately, I've got no other choice.
That scruffy beard and shaggy mane completely threw me off.
But if it's all becoming clear now, the nighttime base jumped from the mountaintop prison.
Oh no! I can see why this is a problem for us. Oh no! He can't be the rebel hunter Lady Kira because he himself is a rebel. Oh god! That's not good!
The precision landing at the inner sanctum using only a homemade parachute.
Only a paratrooper, or more precisely, a former paratrooper, could have pulled that off. This witness is Dot Auerball, prison escapee and key member of Dirk's rebel group. What? Ah! He knows! He remembers his name!
The witness is an escaped prisoner?
Precisely. The police have been scouring every corner of the city to no avail. Meanwhile, here he was in their noses the entire time.
Hoo-ha! Didn't think anyone would see through my clever disguise!
But the witness's charade is not all that has been shattered. Is it, defense?
Oh, boy do I hate this guy. Yeah, the moment he knew, the moment he realized that Dots was the rebel, that this guy was the rebel, that our case was falling apart.
Please recall the defense's own words.
Yeah. Do not perform the rite. Ugh. That's not good.
He claims the real killer was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira.
Yeah, what's your point?
What of the witness's true identity?
Yeah, Oh, God. We are getting destroyed here. This is not good. Oh, no! He is a rebel and an escaped prisoner. He could not possibly have been Lady Kira, mortal enemy of the rebels. No! Oh, no! Now, perhaps a witness will enlighten us to the truth. After all, he has yet to refute any of this. Hoo-ha! You got me! I'm the razor-sharp fangs of the Defiant Dragons. Oh, that's what the smirk was for. That's horrible! Oh god, we have a rebel in the courtroom. When did you get your memory back? Oh, around the time you guys were talking about there being no wind. Ah! But you gotta give me credit for making up all that testimony off the top of my head. Oh, that's the moment he sputtered to the ground. Are you prepared to tell us the truth now? Well, it's true I parachuted down to the inner sanctum, but I banged my head on impact and ended up unconscious outside the ritual curtain. In short, all my eyewitness testimony was a big fat lie. A big fat lie? Oh, and by the way, long time no see, Yuri. Yuri? What? What the frick? Wait, they know each other?
Your Majesty. This filthy rebel belongs in the jail cell.
Oh, yes, of course! Bailiff, seize him at once!
Seems you really have forgotten the will of the dragon, huh, Yuri?
Wait, what is he saying? Is he claiming that Nayuda was a rebel?
But I haven't! I know dogs in the Golem regime are gonna lay a finger on me! Alley up!
Oh my god! Don't run away now!
Oh my god! Deploy all viable resources. I want all units placed on high alert. Oh my god! Oh my god!
We need to catch this man immediately! I need more information! That was awesome!
The escaped prisoner. Escaped again.
Oh my god, he's still out there! I need to chase him down now!
The police force has been placed on high alert. He will be caught before long. An escaped prisoner who's escaped the law again after giving a tons of false testimony. Talk about a troublemaker. He really pulled a number on all of us. What was the point of all that anyway?
Well, I can't help but feel that the entire episode was an enormous waste of time.
Me too, Your Honor. Your Majesty, perhaps it was not as great of a waste as you might believe.
What makes you say that, Prosecutor Submari?
Lord Arabal dropped something as he made his escape from these halls. The scrap of paper looks awfully familiar! These appear to be direct orders from Dirk.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The High Priest was a rebel!
From Dirk, the rebel leader! Oh, but we only have a small corner of it.
Wait, I remember now. Your Majesty, I've seen that scrap of paper before.
You have?
The scrap of paper Dot Arabal dropped is part of this.
Take that!
And this is?
I found it at the scene of the crime. It appears to be a copy of the order that Mr. Arabal dropped. If we put the two together, we should be able to read what the order says. Oh my god! Yes, it is.
Oh my! And just what does it say, Mr. Wright?
Unfortunately, I can't read Koreanese. I can't read Koreanese.
Ah, Prosecutor Submari, if you please.
The ignorant lawyer has not bothered to learn our language. Very well then. Oh boy. I did not understand.
Huh? Well, what does it say? Using the lamplights as a landmark, he was to parachute down to the inner sanctum. Upon the rite's completion, he was to don Lady Kira's robes and make his escape.
What? That is how he was to escape from prison?
So if I were to assume that Mr. Arabal was the one who killed the High Priest, then maybe it was because Abbot Indy tried to thwart his escape plan? Oh, foul lawyer. I'm afraid that is simply ludicrous.
Huh? But I didn't say anything! Did you just read my mind?
I know how your putrid mind works. Unfortunately for you, however, none of the rebels' escape plan has been revealed. It is clear that Dots Arabal is not the High Priest's killer.
They were accomplices. I can't! No! How can you be so sure?
They were accomplices. The High Priest tried to help in the escape. If only we'd use that putrid brain of yours every once in a while. Dots Arabal's plan could not have worked without the help of a certain individual.
What do you mean?
I am speaking of Abbot Indy, of course. Had Dots Arabal simply donned Lady Kira's robes and made his escape alone, he would have been far too conspicuous. But were he by the High Priest's side?
That's why Maya had to fall unconscious!
The faithful citizens praying in the plaza would have had no cause to suspect anything. It is, therefore,
unthinkable that Dots Arabal was the High Priest's killer. Ah! Oh no! So then, you're saying the High Priest was a... Oh, I cannot bear to say it!
I am afraid it is so. He numbered among the rebels who threaten our kingdom.
How could this be? The High Priest? A rebel? There must be some kind of mistake. Satura.
Let it go and move on. Accept the truth. It is the only way. And that goes double for you, Defense.
Oh no!
Cease your futile battle now.
And why should I?
Because I will now put the final nail in the coffin of the accused. Now that we have eliminated Dots Arabal from our list of suspects, there is only one person that still remains. The accused, TuMiiA Vtuber.
Hold it!
No. Hold it right there! Aren't you forgetting something important? Something important? Please do explain, Defense. We can't end this trial without looking into the third party. I'm talking about the true identity of the Lady Kira we saw in the Seance vision. If that wasn't Dots Arabal, then who was it?
Objection.
That matter has already been resolved.
Yeah, sure, in your head maybe, but not in mine. To enlighten me. It has. What's he talking about?
It is as I've maintained from the start.
Oh, Sylph, you woke up again. Get going. Oh my god.
There was no third party in the Seance vision.
Yeah. Huh?
Objection!
What? But there was another Lady Kira there besides TuMiiA Vtuber. We all saw her. Satura. Oh, there we go. What the? Oh no! No! Our objection arm! It was my favorite arm! I can do my finger points! Oh no, here we go. And... Ah! Ow! Just dislocated my arm!
It is time to let it go and move on. Your fate has already been sealed, much like your arm.
This hardly seems fair.
It is quite simple once you consider where the victim and the accused were at the time. If the victim was near the spring with his back to the accused, what would they see ahead? Besides the water itself, there is nothing but the warbot.
Besides the water itself, there's nothing but the warbot statue. Sorry, Judge. I disrespected you.
Precisely. The Lady Kira we saw in the seance is the warbot statue draped in her sacred robes.
Question, my dude. How would she have been able to do that without the High Priest noticing? My dude, what? No way!
The accused wanted the false Lady Kira to appear in the seance vision. before she came from behind and stabbed the victim with the dagger in a reverse grip.
But why would the accused want to do something like create a false Lady Kira?
To show it to the victim as he was being slain.
And for what reason would the accused have to fool the victim she was about to kill?
It was not the victim she was trying to fool. It was this very court itself.
Come again?
My dude! It's kind of ironic if that was the point, because Rafa interpreted the vision that Lady Kira was Maya herself, so that was for naught.
Suspicion would not fall on the accused if it looked as if another Lady Kira was there. And the defense was foolish enough to fall for it, and claim it was a third party in disguise.
Are you saying?
I am. It was all a cleverly wicked scheme, perpetrated by the accused.
Oh no.
A scheme in which she sought to use the seance vision to mislead us.
Oh no. This can't be happening.
What a face you are making, defense. I'm surprised you're taking this so hard. After all, did I not clearly state a while back that you were chasing after naught but a deluded fantasy?
Oh my god. He was predicting this the whole time. The flow of this trial was in his favor all along. You're telling me he knew this is how it would turn out all the way back then? That he was just waiting for the most effective moment to spring it on me? Yes. My goodness gracious, he really is the master of the Korean courtroom. Why isn't he the chief prosecutor? Why was Payne the chief prosecutor? My gosh.
Do you understand now? I have had you dancing in the palm of my hand this entire time.
It can't be.
This is an outrage! You took a royal priestess's sacred divination seance and used it to commit this foul and despicable murder?
No, I did nothing of the sort!
Maya!
Nick, it's not true! I didn't!
Objection.
Cease this ugly display. Your fate is sealed now that the facts have been exposed. Your Majesty, the time has come to convict this criminal who only seeks to taint the sacred hall.
Indeed. It seems this trial is over.
No, it isn't!
Hold it.
Does the defense wish to offer yet another counter-argument or something?
The accused is not the killer. No, here's why. What do I do? I've got nothing! No!
It would appear that the defense has run out of arguments to make.
I thought for sure that the rebel was the killer. The only person with a possible motive, the one dressed as Lady Kira, has vanished. I've got nothing to use against prosecuting somebody's arguments. Damn it! I can't lose now! Not like this! No! No!
Very well then. I shall now render my verdict.
No! Wait! Please wait! I'm begging you!
It is time to let it go and move on.
No!
This trial need not be drawn out any longer. The defense has failed to counter the charge filed by the prosecution. In accordance with the law, I invoke the Defense Culpability Act against the defense. Now then, this court finds the accused Maya Fey.
No!
And the defense Phoenix Wright.
Guilty! No! No! Don't die! No! This isn't how it's supposed to go! Did I do something?
Your Majesty, please forgive the interruption, but...
What? Huh?
What is the meaning of this?
A body has been found. In the Plaza of Devotion, Your Majesty. Excuse me, what?
What's this?
A body? What happened now? And we found this. Oh my god!
Why, that's Lady Kira's warbot dagger. please!
Well, if even the dagger that was once lost has now been found.
But that clearly means that...
I have one more thing to report, Prosecutor Samari.
Yes?
This dagger. It bears the fingerprints of Maya Fey on it?
What? But
why would Maya's fingerprints be on it?
what is happening? Even he looks straight up confused.
I cannot believe it. Yet it must be true.
Is something the matter, Prosecutor Samari?
This trial has run its course, and the accused's guilt has been firmly established. However, it would seem the defense was right about one thing.
I was?
You claimed that the murder at the Inner Sanctum had been carried out by the rebel hunter masquerading as Lady Kira.
Oh my god, he's claiming that Maya is the rebel hunter.
Why would Maya's prints be on it? Oh, Phoenix, you know why she's an evil villain.
Oh god.
I did say something to that effect, but what of it? Prosecutor Sabari, are you suggesting what I think you are?
Yes,
He is, apparently.
I believe the true identity of the rebel hunter who has been masquerading as Lady Kira is none other than the accused, Miss Maya Fey.
What? Me? What? What is happening?
I realize how shocking this must seem. Looking back, however, I now realize there was much that pointed to this fact. The rebel hunting Lady Kira was first sighted about 2 years ago, and the accused first came to our kingdom 2 years ago as well.
What? The timing matches perfectly!
But there is more. That warning letter was found in the High Priest's bedroom 3 days before the riot.
Oh,
Despite his house being locked up tight that night.
Objection!
How does that prove anything?
It is difficult to believe an intruder could have found a way to enter such a secure house. However, the accused was known to come and go freely there, mainly to prepare for the purification rite.
Oh no! Well, the conclusion has been made in his head.
The accused could have easily left the house unlocked for herself, without anyone noticing.
No! Oh no!
If we assume that the accused was Lady Kira, that more than establishes a motive for killing the High Priest.
yes, the victim was secretly an insurgent, bent on helping Dot's Auerball escape after all.
Precisely. That made him a target of Lady Kira's wrath. And after killing the High Priest, she then unleashed her divine justice on another rebel. So, it seems the scope of this case has expanded. We now have 2 murders perpetrated by Miss Maya Fey, masquerading as Lady Kira.
Oh my god, what now?
If Miss Fey is indeed a serial killer, it would affect the severity of her punishment.
It must be like that, why else would a butterfly land on the finger?
In light of this, I believe this second murder must be investigated before we can proceed.
Wait! Does that mean I can escape jail? I'm not meant for jail yet!
As you wish, Your Majesty. Maya Fey, I hereby charge you with the second murder. May your defiled soul feel the weight of your sins.
A new murder charge on top of a guilty verdict. Oh, Phoenix has broken down.
It seems the defense will live to see one more day.
Oh my god! That means I can escape jail. Oh my god! Okay, we live for now. Talk about hanging on by a thread. My goodness gracious.
Come tomorrow, a far more terrible punishment awaits you.
I hereby suspend this proceeding so that the second murder may be investigated. Until the conclusion of this new investigation, this court is adjourned.
Oh my god! We survived by the skin of our teeth once again. What? I hereby call for a snack break, because what was that? Oh my god. I need a snack break, guys. Oh my god. That was crazy. I need a cookie right now. Oh my god. Ugh. Stupid package. I made it impossible to open now. Nah! Ah! No need to save. Yeah, I know, but... I always save. It's easy. Also, welcome Nebuchadnezzar Nazar. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've been enjoying this trial so far. I am losing my mind. I have a feeling it's only gonna get crazier from here on out. Like, who died? Like... Who died? Like, was this murder during the trial? But then his claims are null and void. Because... Wait, how? Were the murders done back to back? Was the body old? Nah, it can't get any crazier. Oh boy. I'll hold you to that. We escaped death by the skin of our teeth. Hope you've been doing well, by the way. I have been secretly praying for the stream to go well because my internet has been shite for the last week. As this cookie is when this cookie is finished, then I shall proceed, but... I do wonder what will happen. We need to clear Maya of both murders, because even if she's guilty of even one, then we shall go to prison. If she's guilty of both, we will die. Okay. Well, maybe this death will bring more clarity to the first one. Look on the bright side, guys. Always look on the bright side. Yes, continue. May 11th, 1:03 p.m. Temple. What do I do now? I can't believe Maya and I were actually found guilty. Yeah. This trial need not be drawn out any longer. Oh boy. Thanks for the flashback, Judge. I totally forgot after eating that cookie. Sheesh. I need to see the guilty verdict again. Yep, I need to see it again. Because we need a reminder that we are on the losing side of this. Look on the bright side, Phoenix. Mr. Wright! Albie! Oh my gosh! I'm happy to see you, but... Hi, dog. But... we are still... a very, very bad situation. Albie! I saw the whole trial! What's going to happen to Miss Meyer now? I'm worried about that too. But right now... all the flashback, sheesh, guys. Right now, I need to focus on the next trial. The murder of Acolyte Zealot, right? Excuse me, what? At least the jury is still out on that one, so to speak. The two murders are most likely connected. Most likely? It's very likely. If I could get to the bottom of Acolyte Zealot's murder, it might give me the ammunition I need to overturn Maya's guilty verdict. Okay. Good idea. Good idea. Let me help you investigate. I want to assist you any way I can. I appreciate it, Albie, but we're talking about a murder. Yeah, but it's going to be hard for a foreigner to investigate this on his own. You have a point there. I wish I knew what to do. Rafa! Oh my god, she's still bummed out. Isn't that your benevolence? Princess Rafa?
Oh, it is you again. The dead lawyer walking, guilty of abetting a murderer under the Defense Culpability Act.
Ugh, and she hasn't lost any of her charm. Oh, she's gonna rub it in our faces, won't she? She's still bummed out, though. Why the long face? I thought you'd be glad I was found guilty under the DC Act.
I am in no mood to take joy in your suffering. For I was unable to defeat you, and had to leave the job to others. I failed in my sacred duty as the royal priestess.
I guess that answers my question. Yeah. So many flashbacks, sheesh, guys. Oh, she feels really guilty. I mean, that's what happens when you're proven right again and again, and now all of a sudden you're faced with defeat again and again. That's rough, but hey, that's life. All I did was defend my client. Gosh, I can't bear to see her looking so sad like this, though. Your benevolence. Your benevolence!
Oh, Barbed Head. I thought you had already begun your journey to the Twilight Realm.
I'm not dead yet. I still have an investigation to do. For tomorrow's trial.
What's this? Do you mean to say you have not given up yet?
That's right. I'm going to prove Maya innocent tomorrow.
But why? Why do you refuse to give up? I cannot fathom such obstinacy. Investigate all you want. I care not.
You really don't mind? But aren't you worried that a lawyer backed into a corner by the DC Act might do something desperate? Like forge evidence? What's this? If left unsupervised, I'd be free to do whatever I wanted, you know. Aww. Okay, now to see if she takes the bait.
Yes, I see your point. Barbed Head.
Yes?
I know what happened yesterday.
You perpetrated some sort of fraud or other misdeeds while I was not watching. Huh? That explains why I misunderstood the voice of the High Priest's soul. Yes, of course. That is the only explanation.
Ah, at least she smiles again.
I was just trying to cheer her up. Now she thinks even less of me. I must not allow you to sully our sacred hall of justice with your misdeeds ever again. Therefore, today, I will be monitoring your every move once more. I will not fail to spot your misdeeds this time. The moment I see anything out of the ordinary, I will send you straight to prison. And you, boy, do not throw your lot in with this foreign devil. Heck yeah, kick him out of the country. Now he is found guilty, he must be sent to prison. But your benevolence. It's okay, Albie. You don't need to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. But first, I should probably lighten my load a bit. Albie, would you mind holding on to some evidence for me? Of course not. I'm always glad to help. Unnecessary evidence unloaded onto Albie. May the Holy Mother's blessings be upon you. Now then. The scene of the crime is a logical place to start. If I recall correctly, the body was found at the Plaza of Devotion. Okay, Plaza of Devotion. Wait a second! No freaking way. He was stabbed while everyone was praying?
Looks like the police already finished their investigation. Just think someone would be killed here. A place devoted to prayer.
Like, that guy. That guy's dead.
Body outline and flowers. Did someone leave them here in memory of the deceased? And there's something different about the prayer flags today.
I see it already! Okay.
As the High Priest's disciple, Acolyte Zealot was utterly devoted to his training. First the High Priest and now his devoted disciple. Maya Fey will pay for this.
As I keep trying to tell you, Maya has nothing to do with any of this!
And you can prove this. How?
What do you think I'm doing here? Gathering dirt and dust for the trial?
You and your smart mouth. This is precisely why you and your loyally ilk are so reviled.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Emma! Thank the Lord! Emma!
It's that detective from your country again.
Ew! It's the princess!
You seem displeased that I am here.
Oh, no. Don't be silly. Mr. Wright, I'm so sorry about what happened to Maya.
It's not your fault, Emma. You were just doing your job.
And if I had just done mine...
Mr. Wright.
It's no use crying over spilled milk. Would you mind telling me what you know about the murder? It's do or die in court tomorrow, and I mean that literally. Gladly, I'll help in any way I can.
Remember, I have my eyes on the both of you. So see it that you commit no misdeeds.
Of course not. You're talking to a professional here. Okay, let's examine everything first. Acolyte Zealot died bent over in prayer. There's no trace of blood on the ground, though. The fact that there's so little bleeding could mean it was a single stab to a vital point. Not that that would have been very difficult considering the position he was in.
Interesting. So these flowers were left here in memory of Acolyte Zealot.
What are they called?
They are known as Namanda. And they are given to express sorrow when a life is lost.
It seems offering flowers in memory of the dead is a universal practice. Namanda flower. Acolyte Zealot was killed in a prayer pose. With his head bent over like that, the last thing he saw must have been this rug.
It is a prayer rug woven by devout monks. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon his departed soul.
It's strange that there are no bloodstains, though.
Perhaps it was so cold his blood froze. Or perhaps it was absorbed by his vestments.
It is pretty cold. Maybe the blood really did just freeze inside his body. What's this? The sprayer flag looks much newer than the rest. Your benevolence, what does it say here?
The dearest wishes of our subjects are written upon these prayer flags. Reading the prayers of others is considered rude. But if you must know... It says, at the usual spot, bring grub, the key too.
Oh!
That is one of the more direct and practical prayers I have ever seen. I wonder if it's even a prayer.
Let's see, how about starting with an overview of what happened? Sure. The victim is Zealot. Praise a lot? These names, man! These freaking names! Why? He was the High Priest's disciple. With that name, yes. His body was discovered around noon today, right after the rite wrapped up. So during the High Priest's murder trial. That's right. Apparently he had been here praying since the day before the rite even started. Talk about serious devotion. Yeah, it barely lasted a few minutes. The back pain! This is a picture of Mr. Zealot's body. Oh god! That dagger in his upper back looks like it would have been particularly painful. Is that a tattoo on the back of his neck? It's peach-shaped. Why? Everyone started leaving when the praying was finally done. But the victim remained bent over in prayer. And when they went over to check on him... Yikes, speaking of back pain, they discovered he was dead, right? Yeah, this man had the worst back pain in his life before he died. Yes, the estimated time of death is May 9, somewhere between the start of the rite and the discovery of the High Priest's body. In other words, we believe the crime took place during the purification rite. And the murder weapon was the same ceremonial dagger that killed the High Priest. The prosecution believes Maya came down the stairs after killing the High Priest, and then stabbed Mr. Zealot with the same dagger. Circumstantial evidence does point to Maya, but what about the cause of death? He apparently died instantly from the dagger that was left thrust upon his upper back. Here's the autopsy report. Spinal cord injury from being stabbed in the upper back by a bladed weapon. Estimated time of death, you say? How can you know such a thing? I want to know! Well, barbed head, out with it! Oh, so the princess of the Spirit Medium Kingdom is interested in forensic science. I have no interest in science, forensic or otherwise. Nevertheless, I will someday be queen. As such, it would be wise to know what silly things the common folk believe in. Tch, there's nothing silly about it. I'll have you know, even Prosecutor Sabmati holds forensics in high regard. Does he? Perhaps I should not underestimate the power of science. Still, I suppose it is nothing much compared to the divination seance. She really doesn't have an adorable bone in her body. And well, I think she's actually interested, which you might explaining it to her. I guess I have to now. Okay, there are many ways to estimate the time of death, but the most well-known method uses a change in body temperature. Interesting. Body temperature drops at a steady rate from the moment a person dies. That means we can tell how long someone's been dead by measuring their temperature. I know no better back pain cure than a severed cervical spine. Phoenix, she's right sometimes. Oh no, don't do that, Phoenix. I see. That was quite enlightening. Barbed head, present your forehead now. What? Why? You feel just a little over 95 degrees. It seems you are not dead yet. Of course I'm not. It was but a jest. After all, you're still the dead lawyer walking. I fail to see the humor in any of this. Were there any witnesses? With so many people here at the plaza, you'd think somebody would have seen something. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But we haven't found a single witness. How's that even possible? Because everyone was bent over, utterly devoted in prayer. Naturally. Alright, the back-shattering pose that nearly killed me. Still, you'd think someone would have noticed something. I thought so too, but with the monk's scarf he had on, no one would see the dagger in his upper back. Plus, everyone was so absorbed in prayer they didn't see or hear anything. Can't believe this. What you choose to believe is your choice, but the fact remains there were no witnesses. However, there is one piece of irrefutable evidence. The dagger. Sadly, yes. Ugh. Could you tell me about the murder weapon? The killer used the Warbot dagger, the legendary weapon of Lady Kira. It was discovered impaled in the victim's upper back. The accused's fingerprints were found on the dagger, were they not? Yes, they were. With such irrefutable evidence, there is no questioning the accused's guilt. Not so fast. What about a motive? Maya had no reason to kill acolytes a lot. What do the police think about this matter? Maya had no reason to kill acolytes a lot. So you say, but let us now hear what the police think about the matter. The police believe Maya is the Lady Kira figure who has been battling the rebels. And since Mr. Zealot was the disciple of the High Priest who turned out to be a rebel, he too was likely a rebel, and therefore met the same untimely demise as his teacher. Yes, that is how the police currently view this crime. There's no way Maya is that Lady Kira vigilante. I agree on a personal level, but the police are just going with what today's trial concluded. Ugh. I really blew it in court today. Okay, A message on the prayer flag seems a little weird, but I think I've seen everything there is to see around here.
You have not found or heard anything of particular worth. Are you ready to give up?
No, I'm not calling it quits yet.
Does it look like you have any hope of winning, Mr. Wright?
Emma, I can't really say at this point. All I know is I have to keep investigating.
What are you two sneaks up to? I would advise you to get back to work if you are done here, Detective. Otherwise, I will report you to Prosecutor Sapmari for dereliction of duty.
I'm going. Well, see you later, Mr. Wright. And good luck.
Oh. I should really pay a visit to everyone and every place connected with this case.
Well, let's go to the High Priest's house first. Yeah. Oh, gosh. This is tough. Hello? I'm sorry to bother you again, but...
Oh, it's you.
Barbed Head? You are not contemplating casting suspicion upon Lady Belieb, are you? She lost her beloved husband and now acolyte Zealot, who was like a son to her. Of course I'm not, but since she was close to both victims, I wanted to hear what she has to say.
Very well. And then there's the fact that Lady Kira didn't attack Miss Immi. That probably means she isn't a rebel. Is this about poor Purai? Well, I'm sorry. But I don't think I could talk about that right now.
But what about Maya? She's innocent.
Maya? I heard she was found guilty. First my dear husband, and now Purai.
Miss Immi, you don't really believe that Maya's the killer, do you?
I don't know. But that was the verdict. So what else can I believe? What am I to do?
The verdict was already reached in your husband's case, but the truth of the matter is yet to be found.
How can you be so sure?
Because I believe that Maya is innocent. That is all I have right now. My faith in her. So please, help me understand what happened.
So you're defending her based solely on faith? Even though you'll be punished for abandoning the accused?
That's right.
Alright then. Your faith has moved me. I will tell you what I can.
Aww.
Are you sure about this, Lady Belieb? My lovely wife is also a devout follower of Qur'anism. As such, she is not one to make light of another's faith. But if I find that you have lied about your faith in Maya Faith's innocence...
Oh!
I shall curse your entire family and all your disciples for the next 8 generations.
Hey, leave Athena and Apollo alone, buddy! Oh my god! He thinks Apollo and Athena are his kids! You forgot about Trucy there, Phoenix. How did Acolyte Zealot end up living here as your husband's disciple?
About 2 years ago, when my husband was at a spiritual retreat in the mountains.
2 years ago, you say?
He came across Purai collapsed on the ground. That's when he brought him here. You were always one to help those in need, weren't you, dear?
And he'd been living here ever since. About 2 years ago. That's around the same time Maya arrived in Karain.
Yes, he was born in a poor village and had nowhere to call home. My husband felt pity for the boy, so he took him in as his disciple. But not only as his disciple, he was like a member of our family too.
I see. If this is where Acolyte Zealot lived, there might be something I could learn about him lying around here. Aha! That wasn't here before. A photo of the High Priest, his wife, Acolyte Zealot, and Maya. Aww, that's actually really sad. Since Maya's in it, it must have been taken the day before the rite. I should ask Miss Immi about it.
To think that this would be their final family photo. That no good Maya Fey has some nerve. I mean, Here she is posing with the two men whom she would soon kill.
I beg to differ. I see this photo as proof that she didn't kill them.
That smile of hers does not fool me. I sense a deep and abiding malice behind it.
I'll prove Maya's smile is the real deal. Here. Can I ask you about this photo?
It was taken during the Feast of Blessings, the day before the rite was held.
The Feast of Blessings? Would you mind telling me a little more about it?
This photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings.
The Feast of Blessings?
Yes, it is forbidden to eat during the days of the rite. So the day before it's performed, we enjoy dishes full of gingham, an herb known to strengthen the body and mind. You love the gingham-based dishes I make, didn't you, dear? Oh.
Gingham? I heard you could go 3 days without sleeping after eating some.
Yes, but many foreigners don't care for it because of its strong smell. Our customs say that these dishes can only be eaten the day before the purification rite, and only between noon and 3 p.m.
That's pretty specific. Is it because the smell is too strong?
A very good guess indeed. It is to ensure the smell is gone by the time Lady Kira is welcomed the next day.
Wow, is it really that strong? Come to think of it, the evening before the murder, an overwhelming odor was all over town. It was like a cross between garlic and mint. Oh! Wow! I didn't even notice that! That was a fact that completely flew over my head.
After the Feast of Blessings, Korai went over to the plaza to begin his supplication. I never thought that would be the last time I would see him.
What was Maya doing at the time?
Shortly after Korai left, she went to the temple to prepare for the rite. I don't know what she did after that.
Okay. So Acolyte Zealot went out to pray the afternoon before the rite. According to the newspaper, on the day before the rite, the plaza was so cold the whole place had iced over.
Korai always prayed a lot. Far more than anyone I have ever known. He was a devout young man, whose face was twice as strong as others.
I don't know why, but that's kinda intimidating to me. I thought I'd have made some progress by now. But I haven't come across any particularly insightful information, even here.
You seem disappointed.
Miss Immi, is there anything else you could tell me?
Forgive me, but if I keep thinking about those two any longer...
Barbed head? Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. I'm sorry to have troubled you.
We have paid a visit to all of the people and places connected with this case. I think it's about time you prepared yourself for the inevitable, don't you?
Where to now? Like... I need to talk to Maya again, I think. Yeah, Maya's here. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm so sorry, Maya. Maya sure looks tired. I'm so sorry, Maya. I failed to defend you during that trial earlier today. I'm sorry too, Nick. I never meant to get caught up in this whole mess. Even worse, I got you caught up in it too. And you were convicted on that stupid law. Nick, you should really withdraw from this case. Maybe they'll even commute your sentence if you do. I could never abandon you like that. You might not believe me, but I'm going to pull off a win somehow. It's not like I don't believe in you, it's just...
Don't worry, maybe this extra day in court is a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down. You'll see.
Okay.
You're awfully quiet, Your Benevolence.
It is only a matter of time until your executions are carried out.
I simply thought I would allow you to a good talk before you depart from this world. Sorry, but we're not giving up yet, and we won't till the bitter end. There is no need to put on a brave face. Your fates were sealed with today's verdict. Worry not of Maya Fey. The Twilight Realm will cleanse the taint from the neophyte practitioner's soul. Then perhaps the Holy Mother may finally forgive her. Wait, is that her attempt at comforting me? Barbed head, further resistance shall come to naught. Stop your desperate struggle. Accept the judgment that has been passed upon you. She obviously doesn't know me very well. Then perhaps your sentence will be commuted and... Hold it right there, your benevolence. Why do you always have to be like that? Maya, what are you... What is the matter? I was simply showing some mercy upon your souls. Nick here is risking his life to defend me. And that is why I told you it will come to... No, it won't! Nick is just doing what lawyers are supposed to. He's defending his client, no matter what. Enough! There is no place for lawyers in the Hall of Justice. For we have the divination seance. But your insights were wrong! Ooh boy, that's gotta hurt. Don't you get it? Errors are bound to happen if your insights are accepted without question. So I ask you, Royal Priestess, what is your true duty? Do the victim's souls or the Holy Mother herself wish you to judge people in error? Oh, you dare bring Her Holiness's name into this? You know nothing, you phony baloney! Please, you two, enough already. Sorry, Nick. I got a little carried away. That's not really like me, huh? No, I should be thanking you, Maya. It's good to have you in my corner. How dare you mock me so? You will not get away with this. I was a fool to show you compassion, and to think I could convince you to accept your fate. So struggle all you want in the Hall of Justice tomorrow. You will receive your just desserts, as the scorn of our kingdom is heaped upon you. I can see straight through that contorted smile on your face, you know. She may say these terrible things, but it's just the way she was raised, I guess. Yeah, with the Justice Minister as her father, sheesh. Could you try to remember what happened one more time? I've been trying as hard as I can, but I can't remember anything from the middle of the ride onward. Oh right, you suddenly felt sleepy and everything's after that's a blank. Even so, I didn't kill anyone, and I'm not the one going around dressed like Lady Kira. Although, it's kind of cool to think there's a mysterious female vigilante out there. Right. Were you close to Acolyte Zealot? We met several times during the meetings about the rite. But I didn't know him very well. He seemed pretty quiet. Yeah, that's a very nervous smile if I've ever seen one. Didn't you eat together the day before the rite? Yeah, we ate this one super stinky dish, but it was actually really good. I wasn't sure I'd like it, but it was love at first bite. Like, you know the salty noodles at Eldon's? Ah, yeah! It's like if you added garlic and herbs to that, and then let it simmer for a really long time. Sounds more like a hot pot than ramen to me at that point. Ugh, now I miss ramen too. Me too, Maya. So what was Acolyte Zealot like while you were eating? He seemed to be enjoying the food, but as soon as we were done, he left to go pray. And what did you do? Oh, I returned to the temple to prepare for the rite. That coincides with Miss Immi's description of events. Any idea who might be pretending to be Lady Kira? When the rite started, it was just me and Abbot Immi. But the seance vision showed a third figure who looked like Lady Kira. I know. Ugh. Lady Kira. I wish I could have seen her in the flesh. Yeah. Let's stay focused on the case, shall we? It was supposed to have been impossible for a third party to enter the inner sanctum. But what if she came from the sky? You know, like that bushy-bearded paratrooper. That mountain would have been no match for Lady Kira's wings. That's from the Plume Punisher TV show, right? How did you know? Because the real Lady Kira doesn't have wings. Oh, I've got it this time. There must be a secret room with a secret door at the inner sanctum. Did you know there are 88 secret Plume Punisher bases here in Karai? Can we please stop talking about the Plume Punisher show for a sec, Maya? I guess so. Keeping it real is much harder than it looks. Well, I should get going now. Sorry, I wasn't any help. Don't worry, I got this. We'll beat the Chargers tomorrow and be on the first plane back home before you know it. Then we'll go grab dinner at Aldoon's. Or your favorite burger joint. You pick. Sounds good. I'm crying. I think I'll get the extra large hamburger steak topping on my salty bowl. Best of both worlds. You can have whatever you like. But first, I have to beat the Chargers. I almost forgot! Ah, what is it? I have a favor to ask. Okay, but why are we whispering? I forgot I left something at the High Priestess house. It's super important. Would you mind getting it and holding onto it for me? Sure, so what's this super important thing? In my bag, you'll find a folding book. It's only given to the priestess who performs the rites. It's called the Tome of Secrets. Oh! Thank you! Thank you for subscribing for 6 months! How? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That explains all the whispering. If Rafa found out, all heck would break loose. Look, it's got Lady Kira's real name written in it, so... Whoops! Don't tell anyone I told you that. In fact, just forget I said anything at all. It's supposed to be a secret. The Tome of Secret contains secrets. Imagine that. What are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing. It's just she forgot something, so I told her I'd go get it. You're up to something. I just know it. Thanks, Nick. I'm counting on you. Let's move, move, move! Hello? Anybody home? No answer. Miss Imi's probably out right now. Well, I'll just go get what I came for. I am watching you like a robot, barbed head. You had better not steal anything. I would never do something like that. I'm just here to get what Maya asked for. Then get on with it. I would if you stop interrupting me. Examine the bag. Quick. Ah, here's Maya's bag. What is that strange patch on her bag? It's the Steel Samurai. He's the hero of an action hero show back in my country. It's actually Maya's favorite show. She's got all sorts of merchandise related to it. I see. He looks strikingly similar to the Plume Punisher. They are similar, but the Steel Samurai definitely came first. I see. How interesting. Reva seems genuinely intrigued. There must be a common thread between Plume Punisher and Steel Samurai fans. Come to think of it, did Maya mention something about trading with a Plume Punisher fan? But I digress. I better find what she asked me to look for and get going. Let's see here. This must be that Tome of Secrets that Maya was talking about. Tome given only to the one who will play the role of Lady Kira in the Purification Rite. Well, barbed head, are you finished now? Hold on a second. The string around it is coming undone. Whoops! Oh! Ah! You fool! Do not lay eyes upon it! Put it away! Quickly! Before we go blind! Relax, my hand just slipped. This is the Tome of Secrets. Are you trying to get us cursed? Lady Kira is liable to swoop down and gouge your eyes out. Oh, right. This book is related to Lady Kira, isn't it? Your benevolence, would you mind if I ask you some questions? This is not something I would normally speak about to an outsider such as you. Well, can't you make an exception? If you insist. Nena! Hello! What of this folding book? Yes, I see. This very important tome is bestowed upon the priestess in the Purification Rite. Reading someone's Tome of Secrets now, eh, Phoenix? What next? Snooping in everyone's diary? Also, can we just appreciate Nana right now? She really is the MVP. Ugh, very important. What's written inside?
Yes, I see.
Really? Is it alright to reveal that? Yes, it is. Your benevolence?
Patience.
The book contains Lady Kira's true name. Her true name? Is a name really that important of a secret?
To a Kyrainis priestess, a person's name is one of the most important things to know.
What's so important about a name?
Without a name, a priestess's voice will fail to reach a person's mitama.
I like how fast she is, like she doesn't even move her legs. Oh wait a second! Oh my god! Is she Lady Kira?
It is much like trying to send a letter without the recipient's address. A spirit can only be identified once you know the deceased's face and name.
Ah. Oh, I get it. It's like when you see someone in a crowd you recognize, but you don't know their name. It makes it impossible to get their attention.
Indeed, you must know a spirit's face and true name before you can commune with it. It is the same for Kyrainism's most secret art, one that my mother alone may use.
The queen has a secret art.
It is something a foreigner such as you could never hope to guess.
Spirit channeling. Ah. I should pretend this is all new to me. Yeah. You really should. I don't like that there's a picture of the king and queen there. They look very intimidating. Besides, I get the feeling she secretly really wants to tell me all about it.
Could you tell me about the secret art of the queen you spoke of?
Come again? Oh, sorry. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this. It is a secret after all, right?
It is the secret art of spirit channeling. But I suppose those words are meaningless to you.
I'm just surprised how willing you are to tell me about it.
A third-rate lawyer could not channel spirits simply by learning of the technique.
Third-rate is a bit harsh. I'd even settle for second.
What is it? You have the look of a tentacled hack frog upon your face.
What the heck is a tentacled hack frog?
Spirit channeling.
That's where a medium lets a spirit possess her body to return to our world, right?
Well now, I see you have done your homework.
Oh, I guess I studied a bit.
With the power of spirit channeling, one can bring back even the most ancient of spirits. It is quite a magnificent power, is it not?
I've never seen her eyes light up like this before. I imagine they're pretty shocked when they come back from ancient times.
Indeed. A spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death.
So even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time. Between the moment of his death and the moment it is channeled?
Yes, and yet it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life. Thus, even heroes and scholars of antiquity can be channeled and directly learned from.
Amazing!
Our queens have also used this power to help the rulers of neighboring lands seek counsel.
That is why we have never been invaded,
and how we have maintained our unique culture.
So spirit channeling is really an effective tool for international politics.
It is indeed. And that is why only those with the power to channel spirits may rule our kingdom. But of late, there has been an endless influx of illegal immigrants from neighboring lands. The fools come seeking the same great power as my mother.
Illegal immigrants? Oh no. Not this plot.
Yes, it is becoming quite a problem. Some have lost their way in life and look to Kyrainism for their salvation.
Huh, Pain?
Among them are also those of dubious nature who have been driven from their own lands.
Pain? Dubious nature, driven from their own land. Gasp and Pain definitely fit that bill. But they sure weren't treating him like an illegal alien. I hate that this term is in a Phoenix Wright game.
Can you channel spirits, your benevolence? I am but the royal priestess. There is still much that I must learn. As of now, the divination seance takes me to the very limit of my ability.
So her spiritual power doesn't measure up to Maya's.
You were just mocking me in your mind, weren't you?
Don't be ridiculous! is written all over your face! You impudent nincompoop! The divination seance was once one of the important roles fulfilled by the queen. That is why my mother taught me when I was little. So the queen could perform the dance of devotion. That'd be a sight to see. Someday I will be a powerful priestess and queen, just like my mother. And the divination seance is a vital part of my training to prepare me for that day. Forgive my ignorance, your benevolence.
You shall see.
It will not be long before I too master the secret arts of spirit channeling. I will be a magnificent queen who unites her people for the greater good of Khura'in. Now I see. Spirit channeling is something she really aspires to. So that's why we weren't allowed to say anything. Yeah. Same motivation. Looks like she actually has something in common with Maya.
Are you quite through now? There are more important things to do. Let's stand here and talk about spirit channeling.
That's true. It doesn't have anything to do with this case as far as I can tell. Or does it? If the queen is a spirit medium...
Are you about to suggest that my mother was channeling Lady Kira?
Ah! I guess she saw that one coming.
Lawyers are indeed a witless breed. On the day of the rite, my mother was engaged in other duties at the palace.
Of course.
My mother is a very busy woman, and the idea itself is preposterous. Do you truly believe the Queen of Khura'in would personally battle the insurgents?
This is precisely what makes you third-rate. Ugh, another dead end. This is bad. Anyway, I need to continue looking for leads, so... Over there! After him! Don't let him escape! Uh-oh. What is all that racket? Of course, Nena is there. What? That escaped prisoner has servants here in town. Escaped prisoner? Oh my god. You mean that guy with the bushy beard?
There is no reason to panic. The police are on his trail.
He's no longer a suspect, but he might know something, considering he was at the scene of the crime. Okay. Let's go take a look. Wait! Oh my god. Wait. Okay, go, go, go. Oh, I see it already. The manhole's open. After the man. Quick! Oh, my aching back. I forgot how badly I'd injured it. Ow, ow, ow. I need to do some stretching and exercise more when I get back home. Ah, Mr. Wright! Albie! Hey, Albie. That's horrible. Have you seen him? Ah! Ow. Are you all right, sir? 1 second. Have you seen an escaped prisoner around here?
Oh, so that's why all those police came rushing over here.
I heard him saying something about an escaped prisoner disappearing in this area. He disappeared in this area. He couldn't have taken to the air again, could he? Bumped head? I told you to wait! It's too dangerous for you around here, your benevolence. Mr. Arable could be lurking nearby. What sort of princess would I be if all it took was an escaped prisoner to frighten me? She's fearless, I'll give her that. I can be responsible if something happens to you. As long as I'm here, though, I might as well search the area myself. If I was an escaped prisoner, where would I hide? The sewers. There it is! Easy as pie. That manhole cover. It's open! Doggy! Whoa! What is it, Shadow? Did he sniff out someone or something in the manhole? I wonder. Could Shadow track Mr. Arable if he had something with the rebel scent on it? I don't know. I feel like I've got something with Mr. Arable's scent on it. Something he might have touched. Is it this? Here, Shadow. How about this? I hope it works. Oh, the dog is so cute! I think he's picked up a scent. Oh! You mind if I borrow Shadow for a bit? By all means! I had no idea you could do this! Yeah, go get him, boy! Aw, he's so proud of the dog! Your benevolence, I'm heading down to the manhole now. It could be dangerous, so please wait here. Wait! Don't worry, I won't commit any of those misdeeds you're so worried about. That is not what I fear. There may be a vicious insurgent lurking down there. Oh, are you worried about me? No, I was simply wondering why you would go to such lengths in your investigation. After all, if you would simply withdraw from this case, they might commute your sentence. I'm doing this to prove Maya innocent. But how can you be so sure of the accused's innocence? She has already been found guilty. So many flashbacks in this case. I believe in her. If she says she's innocent, then that means she's innocent. Lawyers must trust in their clients to the bitter end. That's just what we do. You lame brain. Do what you will. Well, I'm going in. Let's go, Shadow. Yay! I'm going on an adventure with the dog. Be careful. I will. We'll be fine. We are now in the sewers. Wait, come back here. It's pitch black down here. I can't see a thing. Ah! Ah! Oh my god. We have just been kidnapped. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh my god. What happened? I went down to the manhole and then Phoenix dies. Oh my god, I see the lizards. It's Dots. Dots just punched us in the head. Oh my god. Oh, you finally came too. Oh my gosh, you saved the beard. Yeah. Ah! I remember that face anywhere. That's the... Oh god. And that dragon symbol on his armband. That's the mark of the rebels. There can be no mistake. It's him. That's horrible. Oh my god. Ah! Yikes! Ah! Ah! Sorry, I got a little rough with you back there. Touch with the cops. What are you making that face? Hey, want an apple? Why are you being so friendly? Whew, I thought he was going to kill me. I'll pass on the apple, but thanks. I don't mind a good apple, but not right now. I would love an apple right now, actually. What is this place? This is the office of my brother-in-arms, Dirk. Yay! You cheerfully proclaimed your location. Good job. Now I can report you to the queen. Ah. But right now, we're using it as a rebel safe house. Yay! Good job. You exposed yourself. Wait, back up a sec. What kind of office is this exactly? A law office. What else? Oh my god. That's why it's so deserted. Really? Dirk used to be a lawyer? Yep, just like you. Interesting. Karine's public enemy #1 is an ex-lawyer. Didn't see that coming. But I don't suppose I'll be coming around here anymore. You won't? Are you planning to flee or something? Just, I want to get out of the rebel business. Huh. Tired of being hounded by the cops and all that. So I came by today to pick up the last of my stuff. Really? I'm gonna sell Dirk's info to the Minister of Justice and slip out of Karine. Wait a second. His face! It's even more hilarious with the beard shaved off. You're a key person of interest in this case. You can't go running off like that. Relax, will ya? I'll tell you whatever you need to know. Oh, and sorry about punching your lights out back there. My bad. Oh, he's friendly with us because I'm a lawyer. So, Miss Lawyer Man, what do you want to know? Tell me about the murders of the High Priest Sarus Imbi and his acolyte Zilet. Sure, I'll tell you whatever I can. Don't know if it'll be of much help, though. I mean, I'm not a rebel anymore, so... I wonder how true that really is. I want to examine the room first. Guy's capable of one-shotting an entire watermelon. He absolutely can! the dragon on it. Some kind of sign? Yep, that was his business sign back when this was Dirk's office. He used to be a lawyer, right? That he was, but it was a really long time ago. This plane has seen better days, that's for sure. Well, I hope he can put his sign back up someday. I wouldn't hold my breath. You scout. Is that quote yours, Mr. Arbol? Nah, it belongs to the rebel leader Dirk. It's pretty impressive. I like the color too. Wanna try it on? Really? You sure it's okay? Of course! It would look great on ya! Well then, don't mind if I do. Ah! It smells all moldy! I can't believe you fell for it! That thing's been hanging there forever! Note to self, don't trust this guy ever again. Food! I'm hungry! I have more cookies. There are bowls and platters of food here. They're still warm. As if this was all recently prepared. Ooh! What did that thing say? Bring grub, the key too. You must have a pretty big appetite, Mr. Arable. Ah, guys as big and strong as me got even bigger appetites, you know? But you just fled from the police. I don't know how you could eat this much after all that excitement. Rubs, I got some in my yard. Ah! Ah, sorry if I offended you. But first, let's start with an appetizer. Where's he getting all those apples from? Wanna join me as a lawyer man? Got plenty of sewer lizards too. Thanks, but I already ate. Book. Is this a law book? A dragon's mark's been branded into the cover. That's Dirk's law book. Really? The leader of the rebels? That Dirk? That's right! And that mark of the dragon is the emblem of the rebellion. The pages in this one section are really dirty. Must be the section on the Defense Culpability Act. He must have done a ton of research on the Defense Culpability Act. He practically wore out the entire section. There's a knife driven deep into a photo of the Queen. I guess the rebels really hate her. Better remember to stay on their good side. Incense and white flowers. Sorry, eating a cookie. The flowers are still fresh. They must have been put here maybe today or yesterday. Did you put this here, Mr. Arable? Something wrong with flowers? Oh no! It's just a traditional thing in Korean. Pay no mind. Photos! This looks like a photo of Dirk and his compatriots. And here's one that looks really old. Whoa, this was taken about 20 years. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Those are Dirk's sons. Excuse me, B! What? What? Oh my god! They grew up together? Is Dirk Apollo's father? What? Really? So this is the rebel Dirk in the center? He doesn't look so evil. And both of his sons look kind of familiar. The one on the left is Yuri. What? How did that happen, Ayuna? Why did you cross sides so... What? Oh, but you know him as Prosecutor Samani. Prosecutor Samani is Dirk's son? That he is! Yuri was once a rebel too. Why did he switch? What? He used to really respect his old man. Both as a father and as a lawyer. Then why did he become a prosecutor? Being a lawyer in this kingdom is the same as signing your own death warrants. On account of the Defense Culpability Act, right? Yeah, that's why Yuri decided to be a prosecutor instead. Oh, changing the system from the inside. Oh no, and the system changed him a lot, huh? Oh no. He wanted to spark a revolution from the inside, so he dove right into the enemy's den. And that did not go as planned. I would have never guessed it looking at him now. You can say that again. Dirk is battling to change Karani's legal system. The will of the dragon spurs him on. I also thought Yuri was taking up the mantle to carry on that will too. He was sure he'd help overthrow Karan one day, but... as you've seen, he now uses the law to do her bidding. Trying to change something and you're the one ending up changed. Classic. Yes, that is. Especially with the law system as strict as this. Oh my god. Nayuda has just been brainwashed by this law system. Shibas. Dirk's been beside himself. So he no longer carries the will of the dragon in him, huh? I wonder what happened between father and son for it to come to this. Can you address the other child, Phoenix? What about the other child in the photo? That's Dirk's adopted son. He's gone back overseas. Adopted, huh? Huh? What is happening? His name's Apollo! Apollo? Wait a second. That bracelet. It really is Apollo! He was a rascal, that one. And his voice could shake the entire room. I imagine he's out there raising high hell somewhere. Oh, that he is. Yes, I'm sure he's doing just fine. He is fine. Considering how far he's come, Mr. Armabel's description really doesn't do Apollo justice. Oh, Apollo! Apollo! I've been watching you grow these past 2 years. That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I can leave Trucy in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. You've grown up so much. Aww. Oh. Oh my god. I need to process this right now. Shibas. This was not the twist I expected. At all. He's a responsible young man now. He never lost that loud voice, though. Oh my god, the lizards. What are these hanging here? Lizards? If so, they're pretty big. Those are sewer lizards! We call them that because they live in the sewer. They grow bigger than your average lizard, which makes them fine eating. Wait, you eat these? What else would you do with them? Yay! Hey, here, try one. Pass, I'll definitely pass. You're missing out on a fine treat, my man. Somehow I think I'll live without it. Oh my god. Tell me everything you know about the High Priest's murder. Well, as you know, I don't remember much about that. I banged my head on a rock as soon as I parachuted into the inner sanctum. So when I told you I had nothing to do with this murder, I meant it. Okay then, where were you when you came to after banging your head? By the time I came to, it was already dawn. I must have been out cold the whole time. So you didn't see the crime happen at all. You got that right? Then why did you say you did when you testified? Oh, about that. Since I didn't remember a thing, I was afraid that seemed suspicious, so I came up with that whole story. Does he even realize how much trouble his big fat lie has cost me? Sorry for the trouble. It was definitely me, my bad. He doesn't seem very sorry to me. I love how expressive this man is, my goodness. So the bottom line is that you were at the scene of the crime, but you weren't involved in it. Got it. So Dirk used to be a lawyer. Yep, he was a force to be reckoned with back when he was still practicing. He was a juggernaut of the law, and as mighty as a dragon. He could strike terror into a prosecutor's heart just by glaring at him. People call it his dragon's glare. Every lawyer has a unique ability. He even got criminals to confess and pass out with a well-paced glare. You've got to be kidding me. But most important of all, he would never surrender. He'd fight for the accused, no matter how the odds were stacked against him. Is that what you mean by the will of the dragon? Yep, that would be it. Actually, your work in court yesterday was mighty impressive too. You didn't give up, no matter how hard of a beating you took. Not like Dirk, I might add. Oh, thanks. Even if a big part of that beating I took was because of you. Well, I gotta start packing. Who knows when they might catch up with me if I don't scrap soon. Please, wait! I still need to ask you something. Go ahead, shoot. What are you rebels trying to do? And why were you at the Sanctum in the first place? Ooh. Why were you at the Sanctum on the day of the murder? Or more precisely, what were you trying to do there? I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool for getting taken in by Turk. He should have tried hightailing it out of Karayan like I'm doing. Yeah, no, you're freaking lying. 4! 4? Ah. Psyche locks. Mr. Arabal is hiding something. But I won't know exactly what until I can undo those locks. What exactly are you trying to hide, Mr. Arabal? Huh? I'm not hiding anything! No way, no how! I'll just have to use my Makatama on him then. First, a sip of water. Okay. Time to begin.
Take that!
4 locks, though. This is gonna be tricky. Dots' plan. I'm going to ask you again. Why were you at the Inner Sanctum on the day of the murder? Or more precisely, what were you trying to do there? You can keep asking, but the answer's still the same. I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool. He fell for Dirk's line and sold his own country out. How can you say such things about him? He helped you escape, didn't he? Don't you even care about what happened to him? Nope, I was getting out of the rebellion anyway. He should have opened his eyes. He never stood a chance against the Garam regime. Hang on, do you really believe what you're saying? Didn't the High Priest's death really hurt you on the inside? Like I just said, I couldn't care less about the whole thing. I beg to differ. This wouldn't be here in this room if you didn't feel a thing. Oh.
Take that!
You're mourning him. I heard these flowers are offered in memory of the dead here in Karayan. The High Priest's death hit you hard, so you've been grieving here alone, haven't you? Well? Those flowers don't mean anything. It's just the Karayani's way of saying goodbye. Why hide the fact that you're mourning his death? You're reading into this too much. I told you, I'm done with the rebellion. I haven't even heard from Dirk or the rest of them for a few days. And tomorrow I'm planning to kiss this kingdom goodbye. No, I know you've been in contact with the other rebels lately. How exactly do you plan on proving that? This piece of evidence ties you to the other rebels. This, you told them to bring food.
Take that!
I found this prayer flag at the Plaza of Devotion. You wrote a message on it and left it behind for your fellow rebels, didn't you? Ugh. They brought this food for you at your request. Ooh, ha-ha! So you're lying about leaving the rebels. You're still involved with Dirk and the rest of them, aren't you? Ah! Yes, you are. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Oh, you're good, Blitz, the lawyer man. I admit it. I requested a grub. But I was just taking advantage of him, that's all. What do you mean? With my face plastered all over the place, I couldn't stay out in the open anymore. So I just took advantage of my former comrades for some grub and a place to hide. I was gonna kiss this kingdom goodbye tomorrow. I'm not buying it. You're obviously lying. I can tell just by looking at you. The white-hot flames of revolution definitely still burn on inside of you. What? That's ridiculous. Those flames burned out a long time ago. This proves that the flames of revolution still burn on. Oh, right, you have his law book.
Take that!
Dirk's law book? I'm no lawyer, so what's it got to do with me? Look at the mark branded onto the cover. This mark that stands for an unwavering commitment to the revolution. It is Dirk's way of representing the will of the dragon. Yeah, so what of it? You have that same mark on the scarf tied on around your left arm. Ugh, that's so dumb. But you wouldn't be wearing that if you were no longer a rebel. I forgot to take it off, that's all. No, as a wanted man, you should have been... That should have been the first thing you took off. The fact that you haven't hit that mark yet proves you're still a rebel. Hoo-ha! Yes. Think what you want, but you don't know nothing about me. No, you're wrong. You wear your heart and your beliefs right on your sleeve. Just like me. And this is what I believe in. Proof of the profession.
Take that!
When a person's back is against the wall, they always fall back on what they believe in. Just as I always have my badge, you always have the will of the dragon with you. And would you risk your life for your beliefs? No, I wouldn't. No? No, because I wouldn't be much use to my clients dead. Now, admit it. You've never once thought about leaving the Defiant Dragons, have you? That look in your eyes. It's just like Dirk's. Looks like you've got the will of the dragon inside of you too. Gotcha, man. I had planned to take you out if you turn out to be on the side of the royals. But you're not, so you're fine. But I think I can trust you. Can't believe I was that close to getting shanked here. It's just like you said. I've no intention of leaving Dirk's group. In other words, you were testing me. You're a foreigner, and a lawyer who's been charged with abetting a criminal to boot. And I've seen a fair share of lawyers get pardoned. After weeping at the feet of the queen. Well, I'm going to keep fighting till the end. Yeah, I can see that now. Sorry I ever doubted you. So, what are you doing here anyway? I came to get a secret hideout key from a helper. A secret hideout? Yep, I was supposed to get my next order from Dirk there. But the town's swarming with cops thanks to that murder. Nothing I could do about that. What about the order Dirk was supposed to give you? Gonna have to abort that mission. I'm just laying low, waiting for a chance to make contact with Dirk again. Hey, quite a long face. I thought you'd be able to tell me something about the High Priest's murder. Sorry to disappoint ya. Oh, I know. Let me make it up to you with this. What is it? This orb is actually a key. It opens the door to one of our secret hideouts. I can't say any more than that. Anyway, I hope it helps. This orb is a key? Yep. Plus the hideout's in a totally unexpected location. And being that it's super secret, we couldn't have it just any ordinary key. I see. Is that an eye? Oh my god, I think I know where it is. Was Maya right? Maybe this will help me unravel the truth behind this case. Thanks. Don't mention it. Besides, you're a fellow brother in arms fighting the powers that be. If it'll help you, feel free to pick my brain a bit more. Everyone's been talking about the return of Lady Kira lately. Well, my friend Maya is suspected of being the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. You wouldn't happen to know who she really is, though, would you? Beats me, but whoever she is, she bushwhacked me and hauled me off to jail. Even worse, on top of attacking us and delivering us to the cops, she's been watching us like a hawk, framing us for different crimes. Watching you like a hawk, framing you for crimes? Why would anyone go through all that trouble? Our kingdom likes to pretend that its people are free to think what they want. Because of that, the authorities can't arrest you for just sympathizing with the rebellion. So they resort to framing people for things they didn't do. Oh my god. Then that Lady Kira figure is... Yep, she's just some lickspittle working for the Garan regime. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god, he did say he had a weapon. Oh my god. I got a little trick up my sleeve. Oh my god. It's all coming together. This is crazy. So he was talking about Lady Kira then. Advanced combat skills, detailed surveillance, and clever setups. She's no amateur if you ask me. So you're saying the monarchy is using Lady Kira to secretly take out the rebels? Exactly. The Garan regime is using her to control the people, even down to what we think. Why don't the people protest if the monarchy is doing the things like that? Fortunately, we don't have any conclusive evidence. Without that, we can't prove anything. Ugh, I know the feeling. If I bring this up in court, they probably dismiss it out of hand. I'll have to unmask Lady Kira if I want to get anywhere. Our goal? To get rid of that evil no-good Defense Culpability Act. I can tell just by looking at Dirk's law book. The DC Act has turned this kingdom into a corrupt cesspool, where false charges are overlooked, and prosecutors are the only ones heard in court. It's been 23 years since it was first enacted. What happened 23 years ago to make them pass such a terrible law? The assassination of Queen Amara. That's where it all began. Wow. Yeah, Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. And Dirk who did it. Dirk assassinated the former queen, didn't he? That's the official line. But the official line? Those charges were completely trumped up. Dirk was framed, I'm telling you. He was. Plus, Dirk was a lawyer. Once the people thought a lawyer had killed the queen, they turned against all lawyers. Oh. Oh my god. That is sinister. Oh my god. If the Justice Minister was responsible for that, to get rid of the lawyers, oh my god. And that's how the DC Act was first passed. So that's why there aren't any lawyers left in Khura'in. Even worse, it's changed the significance of the divination seance. The significance of the divination seance? They were holding seances in courts even before the DC Act. You bet they were! Lawyers and prosecutors used to hotly contest the insights that came out of seances. You mean like what I've been doing? Right, it's like Dirk used to say. The royal priestess's insights are just another piece of evidence. Right. I see what you mean about the significance of the divination seance changing. Yep, the insights became the only truth. An argument against it was banned. Oh my god. Yeah, they are seen as the truth, but they aren't. From what I've seen, Rafa would agree with that. This kingdom's a shadow of its former self. It's become a dictatorship, where the royals use the fear of trumped-up charges to rule. And that's what Dirk's been rebelling against. Yep. All we want is to live in a kingdom with a fair and impartial legal system. And there's only one way to make that come true. Overthrow the current regime. So that's the truth behind the rebels. My goodness. Well, PW, my friend, it's about time for me to get going. After all, I am the fangs of the Defiant Dragons. Oh my god, the smirk. Ah! Oh my gosh, this is even better now that I can see his face. That's horrible. You're not going to do that alley-oop thing again, are you? I was just getting to that. See you when I see you. Alley-oop. Okay. Why does he have to jump like that before running off? Well, I guess we're friends now. But enough about that. I've already spent way too much time here. I need to go. Guys, I'm alive! Where's the dog? Whew, I finally got out of there. Mr. Wright! The dog is okay! Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. I was so worried about you. No. Shadow, what happened to him anyway? He came out of the manhole about 5 minutes after you went in. Sorry it wasn't much help. Aww.
Well, did you find anything of worth?
Oh, I tripped and fell down there. I must have been out cold for a while. But I can think to myself for now.
I figured as much. I have to find that secret hideout where Mr. Arable was talking about. Should probably start with places that have something to do with High Priest.
I know exactly where it is. Inner Sanctum. There's an eye missing. Ah.
Barbed Head, you already searched here, did you not?
Oh, I just thought I'd look around again. You know, in case I missed something.
I probably shouldn't tell her I'm looking for the secret rebel hideout.
We have a saying back home. Leave no stone unturned. Hmm? Oh, yes. You cannot stump me. I know that one. Actually, I don't have a clue. It's written all over your face. Let's take a closer look, shall we? There. It's a statue of a bird. Guess I'll take a closer look at it. That is the keyhole. Hey, this eye is missing. What are you doing? You must not touch that for no reason. Sorry. But that shape. I wonder. Let's see the secret hideout.
Take that!
I knew it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maya was right all along. What? Explodes. She must be at a loss for words. And that doesn't happen too often. Her mind is blown. It has exploded. Let's see. What is this place? Explain yourself at once, Barbed Head. I don't think she's ready for the full story. I don't really know much myself, but it seems to be a secret rebel hideout. I'm shocked there's a secret door here. I imagine it goes double for Rafa. A rebel hideout in the inner sanctum! Somebody will pay for this! Well, for now, I think I'll have a look around. Wait, you must not enter before the police! Don't worry, I won't disturb anything. Or at least, I'll try not to. Besides, with you watching over me, it should be fine, right? And, you see... Fine. Just please stop pleading your case. I can only stand so much lawyerly drivel. But I will be presenting all information gleaned from your efforts here to the police. Of course. Now, shall we? I will go no further. Oh, right. You're not supposed to come in contact with the taint of Lady Kira's battles. Very good, Barbed Head. I commend you for remembering. Oh, well, thank you. Wait, why am I thanking her? I may not be able to enter, but I will allow no misdeeds on your part. I will be watching you like a warbot from the entrance here. I told you I'm not going to do anything. Better hurry before she changes her mind. I already searched here, but it never hurts to take another look around. Okay, I need to move. Wow. I believe this is to be a sacred space that enshrines the source of the spring water. That makes sense. The rebels must have converted it into a secret hideout. But what about the warbot revolving door? Interesting. I wonder if that too was originally intended to hide and protect the sacred place. To think those filthy rebels were scheming their schemes in this most sacred space! It is a desecration upon Quirinianism itself! The Defiant Dragon shall pay for this! I suppose it's only natural that she be upset. But the investigation must go on. I think I'll start by taking a picture of the place. Good thing I brought a camera to snap some souvenir shots. Stop that! You must not take photos here without permission! Rafa's really fired up. She's sticking her head in as far as it will go. Guess she won't be tainted as long as she doesn't touch anything. Now to search every nook and cranny. Barbed Head, just because it is hard for me to see your every move, do not use that as an excuse to touch and break things. I heard you the first time. Sheesh. Did you win? Not yet. We lost the first. A large stone slab. It shapes like a makatama. Looks rather unstable. I bet it'd tip over in an earthquake. What's that earthy grass-like smell? It is the smell of the moss that covers the stone. Oh, so the shaggy green stuff is moss. Looks like some of the moss about halfway up has been disturbed. I wonder what that is. One quick touch can't hurt, right? Whoa, the slab's starting to wobble. What is happening? What have you done to this sacred space? Nothing? All I did was nudge it a little. I knew it looked unstable. Probably best not to touch it again. Weapons, and lots of them too. We are lucky we found them before they could be used. Excellent work, Barbed Head. Oh, thanks. If the rebellion ever happens, I hope it's bloodless. So this is the water source that supplies the Inner Sanctum Spring. It flows through this channel built into the floor before heading outside. Lady Kira's used this sacred water to wash the taint of battle from her body. It's also not red like the water in the spring. Interesting. What's over here? Look! What is it, Barbed Head? It's a plumed Punisher clock. Why, I believe it's a limited edition promotional item. Give it to 50 lucky viewers. This rare item plays the Plume Punisher theme song every hour. Hand it over now, Barbed Head! Ah! She snatched it away from me. No matter what she says, Rafa is definitely a huge fan. What a fine item. And the switch, if I'm right... It's the Plume Punisher's theme song. Yes, now I see! The insurgents who use this room must be Plumed Punisher fans! That may be so, but I don't see how it's relevant to this case. Is that a calendar? There's a Plume Punisher calendar here. Ah, now I understand. The villains in the Plume Punisher are based on the insurgents. Watching this show must have roused their ire against Lady Kira. I doubt that's it. A chain? The statue door rotates when you pull this chain. I see. Then you must shut the door and destroy its mechanism. That would deprive the insurgents of access to this place. But wouldn't that trap me in here? Not to worry, I would come to visit you once a year. She's actually serious. Ah! Blood! I see blood! What's this? A bloodstain. I should probably try to figure out what happened in here. Do not tamper with any evidence before the police arrive. The police? Hey, that reminds me. Emma gave me something for times like these. Luminol! It's finally going to be used! It's gonna be interesting. It's finally comes in handy. Luminol testing fluid glows in reaction to even the tiniest traces of blood. So it can even detect areas where blood has been wiped up. It might help us figure out what happens in here. Okay, time for some science to do its thing. First, let me put these red tinted glasses on to see the luminol's glow. Now just press space wherever I want to spray some of the luminol. Where? Oh, where is the blood? Oh, there it is. This is a huge blood stain. Something big must have happened here. No ketchup spills can be hidden forever. Ketchup spillers hate this one trick. Perhaps the High Priest's blood flowed in there from under the Warbot statue. There was definitely a lot of blood here. But it's impossible to say much else at this point. I'll just take a picture for now. Alright, luminol reactions don't show up in photos. I'll just have to take some notes! Wow, Phoenix! There it is. That should do it. I didn't notice before, but the bloodstain looks like it was smeared away in one place. Is it because the Warbot revolving door pressed over it? Maybe! Wait. If that is the case, did the Warbot statue stand here? Oh my god, I think I know how somebody was killed here. Oh my god. Defiant Dragons. I think I already solved the case for Horizon. How dare those filthy insurgents raise their banner amid such a sacred space? Barbed Head, you must burn it at once! Didn't you tell me not to touch or damage anything? This is an exception. Very well, if you will not do it, then I will. But your benevolence, I thought you're not supposed to come in here. For once, the strange customs of this kingdom are working in my favor. There's something under the banner. A microphone? What's this doing here? Was someone trying to record something with it? Interesting. Those are war plans. Looks like an order from Dirk. What's this? Let me see that. I thought you're not supposed to touch anything in here. This is an exception. Now hand it over. Let's see here. Oh, holy mother! What does it say? It is an order intended for that rebel named Dot. It reads, after the riot, infiltrate the palace under the guise of returning Lady Kira's costume. And search for clues about that incident from 23 years ago. Dirk. 23 years ago? He must mean the assassination of Queen Amara. I wonder what the rebels are up to. It's intriguing and all, but it doesn't seem related to the case at hand. This will not do. I must warn my mother at once. No need to do that. This order will never be carried out. Lady Kira's costume is still here, and Abbot Immi is no longer able to aid the rebels. I knew that. Well, I think that covers about everything here. Emma! You're here! Mr. Wright, you shouldn't have come in here before the police! Sorry, but I was in a hurry. I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. Her benevolence can attest to that. It is your fault for being so slow. I expect the police to work faster and more efficiently. Sorry. Well, barbed head? Have you not already seen enough? I guess it's about time I got back to the temple and go over everything I've learned. Okay. Temple! This case is getting stranger and stranger. Welcome back, Mr. Wright. How did it go? Unfortunately, I didn't find anything conclusive. No way! I do not understand, Barbed Head. What don't you understand? Why you did not come and commit any misdeeds during the investigation. After all, lawyers ply their trade primarily through illicit means and methods. What? Who told you that? My mother. Are you saying she was wrong? No, that cannot be. You must have committed some sort of misdeed right under my nose. If that were so, she wasted her whole day following me around. What is it? Prosecutor Samari has need of me. Ah. What's going on? I must go perform a divination seance for Puree Zealot. Wait, in advance? It is our custom for the prosecution to review its contents before a trial begins. I see. The third time will be the charm. My insights will finally bring you to your knees tomorrow. And I will teach that neophyte practitioner a lesson. Looks like the royal priestess is back with a vengeance. She's made a full recovery from when we started the investigation earlier today. I look forward to seeing you in court, your benevolence. Your overconfidence will be your downfall. You will not look so confident when I'm finished with you tomorrow. Haha. Actually, I'm not really looking forward to seeing her tomorrow. Especially without any solid evidence. Why don't we go over everything you know so far? Alright, let's see here. Acolyte Zealot was killed during the riot with Lady Kira's dagger. And Maya's fingerprints were found on it. That doesn't sound very good! I know. It's the very definition of being up a creek without a paddle. The day before his murder, Zealot enjoyed a meal with the High Priest, his wife, and Maya. I also learned about spirit channeling here in Karain. Oh, that sounds very helpful. Oh, but I did hear something interesting. That the rebel-hunting Lady Kira might be working for the Justice Minister. What? Really? Our kingdom is supposed to be ruled through faith and laws. We can't allow the people to be controlled by fear and violence. Albeit, that sounds like something a rebel might say. It does? But if that Lady Kira really is one of Minister Inga's subordinates, that would exonerate Miss Maya. Unfortunately, I have no way of proving it in court. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I almost forgot about the secret rebel hideout we found at the Inner Sanctum. There was a blood stain inside. But I don't know if or how it's connected to this case, though. Whoa! A secret room at the Inner Sanctum? That would be a huge hit with tourists! This kid really is an entrepreneur at heart. What I mean is that hideouts could be important to your case. Maybe, but it's still too early to tell. Ugh. Looks like I'm heading into court without any useful evidence. We'll just have to pray something appears during tomorrow's trial. Princess Rayfa's divination seance might be my only hope. There could be some new information in it that might help. The divination seance? But I thought it always works against the accused. Not always. Yeah. They're another piece of evidence. Really? I never heard anyone say that before. It's hard to figure you out sometimes, sir. Divination seances worked both ways before the Defense Culpability Act. It's only now that the people of Khura'in find it strange. Mr. Wright, I just wanted to say good luck tomorrow. Thanks, I can't afford to lose this time. I've collected all sorts of information, but I haven't even started connecting the dots. If I could do that, I might have a shot at pulling off a win. Rayfa's insights will be the deciding factor. It's a huge gamble, but it's all I've got. Shall we do the next part? I have time, but this is a nice place to end it for today, but I don't know. What do you have to say, chat? What will chat say? We must know the rest. Yes, but I'm really hoping there's a break in between this trial, because otherwise I'm not able to afford going over 5 hours today. That's the problem. I still need to go. What will chat say? This chat says do whatever you want to do. Yeah. I am way too curious. But 2 seances in one stream is also inconsistent. I don't know! Answering without answering, I should be a politician. Yeah, you should. I have... It's... Flip a coin! But wait for whatever public office you feel fit. This is not a super short trial section, I think. Yeah, I think it also would be much easier. Like, it will feel better if there is, like, 1 seance per stream. Because 2 in 1 stream is kind of a lot. I don't know, it will leave it on a nice cliffhanger for next week, too. You know, I have quit at the same time in the first episode, so... Yeah, I think we're just gonna call it today. Yeah. Shorter stream, but that's okay. That means... After thinking about it, I think it will fit better if I save the trial for next stream. I think it will have a more conclusive ending that way. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today. My goodness, what was that? We survived by a thread. Also, that picture. Nayun and Apollo grew up together. How? And of course, if Apollo wanted to be a lawyer, he couldn't learn it in Khura'in, so of course he had to leave. Of course he had to. Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't played these games, but I've seen enough to know a save point like that makes for a decent breaking point. Yeah. I've played 6 of this is my 6th game in the series so far. 8th if you count the investigation games. So, yeah. I know from experience that these are the best places to stop. And, yeah. The goal for gaming streams is around 4 hours. But, yeah. I've gone over a few times, but not... It's always been at the detriment of our family dinners. And I didn't want to miss this one. So, yeah. I think it's just better if I quit. Well, hope you guys enjoy suffering with that cliffhanger. Because I'm just going to marinate on that picture with Apollo and Nayuta. Because, wow. That was the twist of the century. It's just... and that was was just like, oh yeah, this is totally a normal thing. Nothing important is here. This is just Dirk with his 2 sons. Good job. Like, it was nothing at all. That was just hilarious. That man is hilarious. I hope he comes back later in the game. Just a guy and his sons. Nothing to see here. Yeah. But I gotta say, Nayuta looks nothing like Dirk. Wait. I wonder who Nayuta's mother is. Will that be relevant? I don't know. So yeah, I think we're just gonna leave here. I need to marinate on things. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone! It was an amazing stream today. I will see you all next week for the continuation. Peace!